What am I doing here all alone? I got things that I gotta do. Waiting for my friends to come along. I don't mean to sound so lonely. I can't help it.
What up?
What is up? What?
Welcome to the Salty and Savage Show.
Welcome to the 20th episode of the Salty and Savage Show. He's salty.
I am salty.
Yeah, you're salty.
I'm salty.
And I'm savage? Question mark. I'm savage. Period. Okay.
20th episode. Wow,
20th.
we've done this now for 20 weeks, 20 episodes. We do one show a week because, well, you know, I work, you work, we all work, and who wants to be on the internet more than once a week anyways?
I mean, I think it's worth celebrating. I think it's amazing.
I am happy to be here. I'm happy that everyone's here. We have a special guest tonight that's coming in a little bit. BTM Reviews, who's a great friend of the show. Really all-around good guy. I like him a lot. I've been able to spend quite a bit of time with him on streams and then, you know, talking with him after his show and stuff. And just a really cool dude. He has a lot of cool guests on, a lot of really nice dudes on.
You just hanging out with a lot of guys in the streams, huh?
You know, he's like the boomerish, most boomerish Gen Xer I've ever met, and I really like the guy.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
so totally stoked for him to be here. Andrew Campbell's here. We love Andrew Campbell. Uncapped Turtle. I don't think we've seen this person yet. What in the holy country boy going on in here? That is my friend's band, The Army You Have. I believe they've broken up since, but it was a band from Los Angeles that did that good old fashioned Tennessee rock and roll. So yeah, that's why you get a little bit of that country, you know? It's just solid.
Gotta have it. You gotta have a little bit of country.
Dude. All right. So, you know, we're going to just real quick. How was your week, Savage?
My week was busy in the record and plant business now. It's quite. I spent all Sunday sweating in garages and greenhouses to bring the small community that I now live in all the finest in vinyl.
All the finest in vinyl.
In philodendrons.
I wonder how it was in Illinois. Let's ask our guest, BTM.
What's up, boys? How are you?
What up? How
What up,
are
buddy?
you, brother?
Let me go
Welcome.
ahead.
Welcome, Julio. Glad you're here.
Thanks for inviting me to your show, guys. I like watching your show. You guys crack me up, especially that Savage dude. He opens a record store in 2024. Holy shit!
No,
That's
a
bold
record
move.
and houseplant store.
Yeah,
I thought it was a comic book store, but records are actually more interesting. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Oh, come on, BTM. I love comic. You know, that would be an interesting store, actually. Record, comic books, and houseplants.
I mean,
well,
it's,
think
I've
you might
got
have
6
something
long
there.
boxes if you want to start your store.
Oh.
A bunch of DC, some Marvel. And then, but I did bring this. I got some chicken cock double oak
What
whiskey.
is that? So
Very
for
nice.
those that don't know, for those that, I mean, everyone that's just rated, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Salty and Savage Show. BTM is our guest. For those that haven't met BTM yet, he's been in the chat. He's great. Love the guy. BTM stands for, what does it stand for?
Bourbon, toys, and media.
And those are the reviews that he does. And he's got good taste in bourbon, guys. Like really good taste in bourbon.
Dude, this chicken cock, if you can, they make a bunch of them, but this is just whiskey. This is not a bourbon.
How
They do
dare
make
you call me a
bourbons.
cock? What?
Hey, this company was founded in 1856. They've been around a long time.
And where's it from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. What? Like
Yeah.
whereabouts in Kentucky?
This is a
Only the finest cocks, you know.
Only the chicken, the finest of chicken cocks.
It's Bardstown.
Bardstown?
So Bardstown is just north of Nashville.
Okay.
That's where the Jim Beam plant is. Also, Jim Beam, I think not Jim Beam.
I don't know where Jim Beam is. I don't know where anything in Kentucky is. I'm not even going to pretend like I do.
Well,
I am new to the South.
Bardstown is right there. It's a cool distillery, dude. Across the highway. It might not be Jim Beam, but it's another big one. But it's weird. I didn't even see the chicken cock, distillery when I was there, but I didn't even know what, Oh, by the way, chat, the first time I ever came on this show, this guy named Savage called me ATM. And that's like our running joke.
Still so bitter about it.
No, I love it. It was the funniest thing ever. Like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that fucking name. Like,
well, I think it was more of who even uses an ATM anymore? I mean, really, it's just all.
I'm like Eric July. I don't really edit my stuff. I just do it. I don't go back and check it.
You're more like Bill O'Reilly. You just do it live. That's
Do
more.
Do it live.
Do it live.
Do it live. Never
That's
gets
right.
old. Never gets old.
I'm glad we got to raid. That was cool. Got some people over from the show.
Yeah. Appreciate everyone coming.
You guys, the better, because you guys have Are you talking Star Wars tonight? Is that what you're going to talk?
We're not talking Star Wars because there's nothing to talk about Star Wars. We're talking about a lot of Marvel. There's some controversies. There's some good things to get excited about that's happening in Marvel. We're talking about a bunch of entertainment stuff. And we're just going to fire off with it. Do you want to start with? We actually have a poll. We should probably kick the poll off right now. Let me see. What do I have as the poll?
So should we give the background to the reason why the poll needs to exist in the first place?
Oh, there's the train.
There's the train. Oh my God.
I don't know why the poll exists in the first place. I really don't. But it was a thing that we started to do because
No. But the reason that we're doing this particular poll, the story behind the poll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to pull up the news article and let's see what BTM thinks.
Here we go. Okay, so there's a movie about the legal case that killed Gawker. It's in the works right now, and Ben Affleck is rumored to be playing Hulk Hogan.
Like what?
Anyone?
Like
No.
Ben Affleck of all people. So when I heard that, I was like, don't quite understand what that is. Let's read a little bit about the article though. So does everyone need a refresher on the Gawker story? BTM, do you remember the Gawker story? How Gawker ended up, because Gawker was basically a gossip rag. And then it got, what it did, tell us, Savage. I don't even remember. It basically it got into some illegal stuff about Hulk Hogan and his weird sexcapades with his wife and some other person, and they got sued.
He threw him out of existence.
Yeah, he basically sued him out of existence.
Yeah, so the legal case against something that they were involved with just completely blew up in their face. The whole thing went bankrupt. Gawker, I mean, was huge, and then just the next day it was gone.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is controversial, and Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan, obviously is at the center of it.
AKA the best Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan.
The sex tape. I can't even imagine. Like Hulk Hogan is like just an absolute he's an absolute savage, and he was a hero to me as a child. And then it was like, oh, his sex tape is out, and they're like, yeah, no thanks.
No.
Like,
No,
no.
I don't think so. But so nonetheless, so they have yet to reveal the production schedule for this thing called Killing Gawker. Release date hasn't been yet announced, so we'll see if Affleck is really going to be playing Hogan. We're not
Does
totally
it say
sure.
in the article? Does it say in the article that Affleck's playing him, or him and Damon are just producing it?
That's the latest rumor to come out of Variety. I think as reported on Variety, right? That's what it's saying.
So it's being directed by Gus Van Sant. So, I mean, one of those two guys is going to be in it.
It is the latest rumor.
Affleck will be the one to portray Hogan. There it is. Yeah. Holy crap!
Like, so we have a poll. And our poll is really good. We want to see what you guys think. We think that Ben Affleck is a terrible casting for Hogan. I can already tell that BTM thinks it's a terrible casting.
It's hysterical. I mean, Batfleck was one thing, but what?
Well, he wasn't a bad Bruce Wayne, to be perfectly honest. He was not a great Batman, but he wasn't a bad Bruce Wayne.
You know what? I think I would have liked Ben Affleck better as Mean Gene Okerlund than I would have liked him as Hulk Hogan. Mean Gene. Oh, man.
So are you asking who should play Hogan?
Yeah, so we have a poll, and the poll is the choices are Chris Hemsworth, which is like the top. He was in the rumor mill for the last 2 weeks, but now it's Ben Affleck. John Cena, because he's a wrestler, he's silly, he's ridiculous. I think he could pull it off. Chris Pratt, which actually that would be the one that I would choose if I was the casting director. Or should it be the DEI hire, Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I was going to say Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, okay.
Because he'll play anything, and he'll play it the best that he possibly can.
That's not a bad call.
Channing the Tatum he's our new Nicolas Cage. He'll do anything.
I like him. He's like when he was that fucking slave in at the end of the world or something. He was in the dog chains and all that stuff.
He was the gimp.
So great. Yes.
I would say his cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine, I was skeptical at first, but
I loved it.
He pulled it off, man. Me
and Julio Scissors are like, what the hell's wrong with Channing Tatum playing this character? He's very good.
Nothing. I think the only thing that I might have had an issue with was that I kind of imagine someone being a bit thinner, just because I grew up with my favorite Gambit's the 90s comic book movie.
Sure.
I mean, cartoon on Fox 11. So I was just like, but the acting was hands down.
He wanted that role, dude, and he played it hard. That's why I could see him as Hulk. He could be that guy, big and loud and goofy. But
who wouldn't want to see a Rogue Gambit film? A love story, comic book
we were
hero
talking about that on
movie?
the show the other night. A Gambit movie, just on doing
but
his magic
Gambit
shit.
and Rogue, so it's it's a bit of a romantic movie, so the ladies can go. It's an action flick, because you could do. It's like the comic book version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or what was the other one, Night and Day with Cameron Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
You could basically do that same story with Channing Tatum and whoever you want to cast as Rogue.
Did you see Deadpool and Wolverine? Salty?
I did.
I
thought you were never giving your money again.
No. So I don't like going to see movies. I did, but I am a hypocritical bastard, and also I love Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, so I will totally go back on my word for that. And
that's why I did it. And me and my wife walked out of the movie going, "That was fucking great." Like
me and my wife laughed nonstop. And it had a film. We gave it a review last week. I gave it like an 8 out of 10. It was very weak on plot, even though there was still a plot there. A lot of people were saying no plot. It had plot, but it was fun. It was real. It was not the best plot. It was flimsy,
but there was a plot.
But it was fun, and to me, it felt like
Hugh Jackman brought it to earth when he was talking to X-23 about it. Oh my God, you're like, oh shit! Don't make
tons of heart.
Holy
tons
shit.
of heart, man. It had the heart of Hoosiers, the hilarity of help me out here, guys. It was
Deadpool
funny,
1,
man. Of Deadpool 1, yeah. It had the hilarity and irreverence of like, gosh, what's the Jim Belushi movie?
Like a Mel Brooks film or something.
Yeah, any Mel Brooks film. What's the Jim Belushi movie where they're in college? What's that one called?
Animal House.
Animal House.
Yeah, it had that. It was like the heart of Hoosiers, the hilarity of Animal House, and these are all movies when I was like a child I was not allowed to watch. It was good, man. I had a good time. I walked out of there feeling like I just received a love letter from Disney saying, "I'm sorry, please come back."
You like my background?
Yeah, what's up with the background? What's the story behind the background? What happened to all the toys?
I'm traveling. I'm on the road.
Oh, you're on the road. Where are you?
I'm in Marion, Illinois. So, Dan Blackroyd, who's in my chat, makes memes, or not memes, but thumbnails all the time. So he did this. If you can't say anything nice or something nice, so that's like one of the thumbnails sometimes.
That's
like
I honestly think that's the perfect image of you and Jim Tells You, because you guys kind of do that whole It's great though. It's good. It's good.
Like Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, well, no, because they're not so posh and proper like Statler and Waldorf. And if you guys don't know who that is, you got to see Exchanging Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
The Muppet Show.
Oh, is that? Wait, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of what's their name from the movie?
In Trading Places.
In Trading Places.
It's Mortimer.
Oh, that's right.
Mortimer and
old rich guys. They're all the same.
Kensington or something.
Yeah. No, that's right. Mortimer and Kensington.
Yeah. But
what Jim Tells You? We love Jim Tells You. We love you, dude. Come on.
Hey,
how dare us? So, but we did the ideas that we were discussing, possible, Gambit films and things like that. We do. Salty and Savage has discussed yesterday, and we have a great idea, a great possible new branch off for Marvel, something that won't be super cringe, something that will be super interesting if it pans out as we've completely planned it out, and they're totally going to pay us and come and take this idea. But it's involved with our top 5, so you got to stick around to see what the deal is with the top 5, because it's a pretty great. I enjoy.
It's good, guys. Yeah,
it's a pretty great idea.
Really good. Should we just do the top 5, or do we need to?
Oh no, I don't know. Let's get into it just a little bit. Let's chat.
Would you like to see another fantastic Dan Blackroyd thumbnail real quick?
Oh yes.
I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you right now. Here you go, buddy.
Thumbnail me.
Thumbnail my face. Right in my face.
He's gonna. Oh, here we go. We gotta add it to stage.
Oh yeah, dude.
What?
That's a great thumbnail. That is a great.
Thank you, Dan
your thumbnails are almost as good as our thumbnails. They're almost as good as ours.
I don't know how to make them. So when people make them, I'm like, it's better than anything I could ever do. I'm just basic stuff. So I loved it when he sent me this. I'm like, holy shit, this is for our review night, and he made it. I was like, man.
And again, those that are watching our show to see us and don't know who this guy is below us, that is Dave, also goes by BTM Reviews on YouTube. Please like and subscribe his show. He's a salty old codger, but also a lot of fun. Loves comics, loves bourbon, loves toys, loves the media, loves movies. You should check out his channel, and there'll be a link in the chat.
That bar for the last 2 weeks.
Oh God. Well, I did last night, and I don't care.
Oh, dude, we have EFAP'd him 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I don't like. For me, I'm like, I don't want to spend any time dwelling on it. I had a salty taste in my mouth, and not a great experience. A lot of passive aggressive crying and basic bitch attitude, and I'm just like, okay, go off into your little corner, hang out with your little friends, and have your little circle jerk, and I don't care. Bye, because you're a dick.
Well, now they're clipping me and Jim.
Calling you like all kinds of names. The funny thing is what they call people is usually what they're most guilty of, that's the funny part. And then they try to get everyone to pile on. It's like pile on culture, and it's just like it's just
the best part is I don't even see them because I don't care. I got a life. I make my comments and I moved on.
The Flaccid Cope Group. The Flaccid Cope Group.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't care. Over it. Done.
we don't
I
care.
love
Let's talk
Katie
about-
did. She's been nothing but a sweetheart to us. We'll link her in the chat too because she's a great gal that supported our show, and everyone should go support her. She's gotten a lot of hate from them as well. And we're like here at the Salty Savage Show, we're positive. We like to talk. We might not have very many subscribers. We might not be very well known because we're a bunch of nobodies.
You don't like Star Wars anymore. You don't like.
No, I love Star Wars. What are you talking about?
Modern Star Wars.
Well, no, who does?
If they wrote something good, we would.
Yeah, Savage does. I've seen him say some good stuff.
No. Well, Savage is always trying to put a positive beat on stuff much more than me because which is really weird because he's supposed to be Savage. How dare you, Savage?
But that's why he owns a record and plant store because he's positive. This shit's gonna work in Iowa for sure.
Hey, man, got to keep them vibes going, you know.
Yeah.
Southern.
I
Iowa,
tested
Middle
positive.
Iowa, Savage, like.
It's right on the Mississippi.
Oh, so you're not far from me. Like Davenportish area or
Like,
southern?
Southern, more like Burlington-ish area.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So right across the border from Quincy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. I might stop into your store because that's my territory. I cover all the way to the Iowa border.
Oh, that would be cool, man.
I would stop in, buy a couple of vinyls.
I can see Illinois. I can see Illinois from my house.
Boring as fuck, ain't it?
right across the water. Yeah, I'm happy to not. I mean, it's pretty low key just about everywhere you go around here. You know, you gotta kick up dust for anything to really go on. So
yeah.
But I like actually got a big like town event tomorrow. There's like a downtown summer market, so the streets are all going to be closed. There's going to be a bunch of people out selling pies and honey and bread and pizza, and I'm going to be out there playing music for like 5 hours and selling plants and records, man.
Oh, you're gonna have a little booth out there.
Yeah, we got to hold it because it's going to be in front of our storefront and everything. So we're going to be
cool.
We're going to be out there, and I got to play music for our kind of like.
It's on a Thursday.
Yeah, it's like the what is it, like the second Thursday of every month in the summer or something like that.
That's fun. Like we have that shit like in a town I'm close to, and it's great.
It's a pretty small town, and with like with like one-way streets and whatnot, shutting down that street does nothing to mess up the traffic in town. Really, it's totally you can just easily go right
one block over. Yeah.
So, we got BTM in the house for our 20th episode, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 20 weeks, dude. Like, seriously, it's time's fly. I quit my job. I started doing a stream and working on all my stuff full time. And it's like, what? Wait, I'm almost
I
to
haven't
fall?
got my Silence Do Good 2 yet, though.
Did you didn't order it?
I didn't the last time either.
Well, no, because I was trying to get you hooked.
And
I'll send you one.
You don't have to. It's up for sale, right?
It is up for sale. Link will be in the chat. Yeah, it is up for sale. It is ready to go, ready to ship. It is good. That story continues, and I promise it will leave you hanging because issue 3 is coming very soon. People don't like these cliffhangers, but I'm like, I can't help it, man. It's supposed to be a graphic novel, so
you should pin that to your chat in YouTube.
I think it is pinned to the chat.
I just looked. I don't see it pinned to the top.
See, Dave, these like you say you're a boomer, you don't know what you're doing, but I'm learning stuff from you all the time.
I learned this 2 days ago. That's Baron's fault. Baron should pin it to the chat.
Oh, Baron. Baron does a great job. You settle down.
It's fantastic. He's throwing everybody's link in here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh no, Baron's on top of it. Baron is on top of it. He doesn't know what he's doing more. Like, they know what they're doing more than I do.
I just learned this from Jim Satala the other day. He's like, "Hey,
of course, from Jim, the boomerest of all the boomers."
I said, "How do you pin a chat?" He goes, "When you put a chat in."
Baron knows what they're doing. It's not pinned because the poll is ongoing. Duh.
Oh,
duh. See,
sure?
Baron is on top of it. You should say sorry.
I said he's on top of it. So there's only one person I can pick for this poll. So
do it.
I did.
Do it. Damn
Pick
it.
away. Don't sway it away from the person who deserves. Come on. I feel like I don't know. I'm so surprised that we've made it to 20 weeks. I think like the first couple shows we were talking about, we were ripping on Ripaverse or something.
Yeah, it's boring
And
as hell, ain't it?
I had just learned about BTM, and look, now we're here. We're all drinking beverages on the same stream, if you know what I mean. And
It's good stuff. Oh, what up, dude? Dr. Till in the house. What's up, brother? You guys need to check out. That's a spicy channel, if I say so. They got a Brazilian on there. They got some dude from Alabama. Till's from like Arkansas. It's a good time, man.
It's a spicy channel. There's a guy from Brazil on there. It's spicy.
It's good stuff. Welcome, dude. Thanks for being here, Dr. Till, man. BTM, you should actually check out Dr. Till's show. He should check out your show. Have you?
I have watched his show.
Yeah, it's a good time, dude. It's a good time. Yeah. I have actually, you know what, real quick, before we start really getting into the juicy stuff. So today is my friend's birthday. His name is Daniel Knopf. He's the creator of Eric. You met him. I mean, Savage, you met him at the bar when we used to hang out. He was one of my buddies that would come hang out with me. So he's the creator of Carnival. Also was the showrunner for Blacklist, the Dracula that was on NBC for a little bit.
If you haven't, just real quick, if you haven't seen Blacklist, I mean, you don't need to go dive into this new show or anything like that, but watch the pilot episode and James Spader
the James Spader show is unbelievable.
Walking into FBI headquarters, he's the number one on the FBI's most wanted list, and he walks into headquarters and gives himself up, and they lose their minds, and the whole thing that unfolds from there is absolutely brilliant. And Spader is absolutely amazing. You couldn't have picked a better person to play that role.
So for his birthday, I'm hoping everyone goes and follows my friend. It's you can see it right there. It's Daniel Knopf. There'll be a link in the chat. Actually, I'll put it in the chat right now. Follow my friend. Super great content, dude. Super cool dude. Great writer. And people are like, oh, are you sure he's your friend? I'm all, I don't know. I think, okay, so my wife will text me because I want to ask her, maybe she can find out. I think it's like season 2, episode like 10 or whatever. James Spader calls Peter Fonda Sean Salter.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So my buddy uses my name as like because that's the character Peter Fonda, his actual name when he was his given Christian name before he went into some dark stuff is that name. And he's like, oh, he's looking at his high school yearbook. There you are. It's a great scene. I thought it's one of the coolest honors that any friend could ever give another friend, which is like one of the coolest actors that I admired, because Boston Legal is great. Blacklist was great. He was great and Pretty in Pink. Gets to say my name. That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah,
anyway.
Spader, his delivery for just about everything, like he just kind of knows. It's almost like a it's almost like a Christopher Walken-esque thing. He's like working with his own set of cadence and deliveries, but they're somehow so much better than anything that you've ever said in life. And you're like, damn, can you just say that sentence again?
So good.
And it's kind of weird, right? Like he was late 80s, early 90s, really strong. Then he disappeared, and all of a sudden he's on Blacklist, and he's a little fat, bald guy now. And you're like, but wait, he was in The Office first, right? He did The Office.
Yes. Well, he did Boston Legal. Boston Legal actually came before the Blacklist for The Office.
I never watched Boston Legal. That was
show.
Shatner, right? Boston Legal.
Yeah, that was with William Shatner. That was a great show. Really funny.
A lot of people say it, but then The Blacklist is when I caught. Well, I caught him in The Office. But I was kind of out of The Office by then because I liked Michael a lot, like I did. But then The Blacklist came out. I was like, holy shit. That and Person of Interest, 2 great shows that were on around the same time.
Oh, Person of Interest is one of me and my wife's favorite shows. We love that show.
Yeah.
It got a little squirrely at the end there, but it's still, I mean, that first like 5 seasons, you're just like,
it's after the first 5 and those were real seasons, like 23 episode seasons. None of this 8 episode House of the Dragon garbage I just got finished watching.
Well, it's the BBC model. It's the BBC model, right? It's like,
we spent 60 million on 8 episodes and nothing fucking happened. Yeah. Thank you.
So there's BTM. That's my dad, by the way, and he's like, we worked Boston Legal several times because they used to be background actors, extras type people when they semi-retired.
Extras.
Worked a lot of films. Are SAG members, and they worked Boston Legal a lot, and It was a show where liberals still loved the Constitution.
I subbed to your buddy Daniel, though, by the way.
Good, man. Yeah, Daniel's a great guy. His ex Twitter page will not disappoint. Super, and he's got a really cool kids book. Actually, I want to get him on the show to promote it because it's a really good show. Oh, speaking of friends of the show, what's up, Flip City Magazine? Hey yo, thanks for being here. She's saying, "What's up, BTM to you?" And we love having her here. That's a person we got to have on the show as well. And you guys should all check out that channel and that magazine, which is funnier than Mad Magazine because Mad Magazine is just, well, I don't even think it's a thing anymore, right?
So one thing, like, if you don't know Savage, if you watch my show, if you're in the chat and you want to come on, I bring you on. I don't vet anybody. You just come on. If you want to come on, just say you want to come on. And I've brought a bunch of people on that have never streamed before, and it's the best shit ever because I just want to get to know people. Why do we pay attention to any of this stuff? And that's the best part about it. I would love to bring on anybody in your chat. Andrew Campbell's been on my show. Julio Scissors is on my show all the time. Uncapped Turtle's been on. Nicholas is on all the time now. Of course, Salty.
Oh, Nicholas, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you send me a link every time. I wish I wasn't so busy working on my stuff.
I send it because I'm just hoping for that open session. You go, oh, I didn't get an invite today.
Dude. Yeah. I love coming on. Trust me, it is not because I don't want to come on. It's just, man, it's so busy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, but if Dr. Till is just not doing something, like I stream 5 or 6 nights a week, guys. I stream a lot.
You're always streaming for 5 hours.
What's your problem, bro?
Because nothing's on TV, dude.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, so here's how bad TV is. Me and Jim Satala next week on Monday nights, our new show is Justified, a weekly review of Justified.
Oh,
I love it. I love going back.
I've never seen it. Jim knows it by heart. I'm going to watch it for the first time. He's going to watch it, and we're going to review it week by week.
With the great Nick Searcy, man. One of us, by the way, or
brilliant.
One of me and BTM, maybe not. No, just kidding. Nick Searcy is great. Oliphant's great. I just love Nick Searcy. He's a funny dude, man. He's a great guy in real life and on every character he plays. And one of the greatest things I remember asking him, I go, how do you play villains so well? He's all, I just think of a Democrat. Freaking love Nick Searcy, man.
Such a burn. Oh,
dude,
man.
But he's such a good actor. Anyway, season 2, episode 6, James Spader to Peter Fonda. There you are, Sean Salter.
Oh man, that's great. That's gonna be. We're gonna have to find that, and we're gonna clip it, and that's gonna be on the show.
Yeah, it should be actually on the show.
Should be on the show.
Should be on the show for sure.
And then we'll also take clips of from like Daryl. Remember the movie Daryl from the 1980s about the robot kid?
No, what?
Okay, so yeah, it's like D.A.R.Y.L. It's a film about, like, I think it's the same kid that played Bastian in Neverending Story or something. Like he's like a robot or something. But there's this little redheaded kid that plays the like nefarious, like bad influence friend and gets him to do all like the wrong stuff. And he looks exactly like I did as a kid. So everybody used to ask me that, they're like, are you the guy in Daryl? Because I also worked in 2 video stores. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally. And I would always tell people I was the kid in Daryl.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
It's a not super random, but it's any 80s heads out there will have, it's like that Cloak and Dagger era. It's, the Dabney Coleman era, like pretty.
Gonna have to mark it down.
Pretty deep. Okay, so I was gonna ask BTM, and you kind of half answered it already without even me asking. It was kind of, how do you? We're just here on episode 20. We're just here chatting, just having a good time. What's your key to kind of enjoying this and getting the people to enjoy it too? You mentioned how you kind of just. You say what you want and you bring people on and you kind of just, let things roll. But is there any kind of any additional method to your madness? Because you do have a decent show. I have watched it a couple times, and I have seen you actually bring on people. You're like, hey, I don't know this guy, but go ahead and come on. Hey, welcome to the show, Fred Williamson.
Right. Yeah. Great actor. So first of all, I don't take it serious. I have never planned out a show. Like I don't. I never. I just start the show and go. Maybe Katie did, who does great clips. We'll get the show started. We'll do like Eric has a 10-minute video. We'll watch 5 minutes of it, and I get bored. And then next thing you know, Jim's bringing up the solar flare videos, and we'll watch that. It's just fun. I don't have an agenda. I don't hate Matt Barr. I don't give a fuck about Matt Barr. But the reason I did the original EFAP, what you want to call it, last week, was because that's the video that he copyright struck Katie for.
Yeah.
What's an EFAP?
It's when you watch someone else's stream or a show.
Yeah, you're watching
on your show.
And it stands for every frame of pause. So you're trying not to get copyright struck by Disney or Marvel. So you play a frame and you talk.
Yeah. We EFAP on this show. We EFAP trailers.
It's also kind of ironic because you could say it like, as if you're fapping electronically. He's like EFAPing,
right?
Like
so
that.
What is fapping electronically?
This guy named Mahler is kind of the guy who came up with that. Like he has a whole show and he EFAPs the fuck out of stuff. Like it's ridiculous. But either way, I just want to talk and meet people. Like if you're an artist, I want to know why you like drawing. That's why I like Salty. Like he's just some guy from Hollywood. He wanted out of that rat race. He wanted out of the rat race. He had an idea for a book, and now it's been 6 months, Salty, and we talk. We have a good time with each other. My wife loves your book. My boys love your book. It's great.
Perfect for all ages, everybody. Thank you, BTM.
Yeah. So
Dr. Till loves my book.
Well, you should, because it's a fun read with great color and art, dude. Like it's wonderful when you go from one page, you flip it over, and like, holy shit, I'm in a whole different place. It's not just yellow and blue for fucking 90 pages.
Jim's another. You know what we should do? We should actually do old Gen X versus young Gen X and have Jim on as well with BTM. But Jim says, the Salties have a show. My sole purpose in life is to derail Dave's show. It's an assignment. The Anunnaki gave me as a punishment for exposing the location of
So,
you know what the
100% bring on Jim, but tell him to turn off his fucking computer or his TV.
Oh my God. She's always like that. What?
The Anunnaki giving punishment for exposing the location of Atlantis. That is the long form for democrated.
Okay, you're gonna start making merch for Silence Do Good?
We will. I want to. So here's my. Okay, you're gonna give away. This is my game plan. I really don't want to push it hard anymore because I really want to get the graphic novel done so I can push that hard, because really that I want people to read the full story, because it's just a much better story when you get all the context. It's still gonna lead to another book and another story, but it's gonna be the complete introductory to all the characters, and it's gonna be really good. So I'm kind of waiting until we get that all wrapped up, just because
you don't want to make a poster. You don't want to make anything.
Oh, like no. That. So we have a poster that's being made. We already have the Turkey Robot t-shirt. And so the Turkey Robot idea comes from the fact that in Silence Do Good in book 2, Ben Franklin's going to make a robot turkey because he loves turkeys. And then there's going to be a robot turkey that's going to be running around in the comic book as well.
The poster.
So there's going to be a lot of stuff.
The poster has just a picture of BTM's face over Silence Do Good's face.
Yeah. We're doing BTM as Silence Do Good now.
You can have it for free.
Nice.
I won't even charge you for anything. Just
the best thing is going to be is if BTM comes down to the Chattanooga Comic Con and then we just can hang out and drink bourbon and whiskey.
The date. Yeah, I'm coming.
And then we have in the chat too. We have merch right now. The merch we have right now is like we have a Make America 80s Again t-shirt, which is great.
Awesome. Yeah.
And we have a couple other stuff. If you go and you click on that link, you can go to the store and check out some stuff. Dr. Till, I know you want to buy a shirt. I think Dr. Till, we have a shirt in there for Tiger Blood, which was really dope.
Did you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have our standard salty and savage one, which is such a good.
So we're getting there. BTM, we're getting there. We're trying to build it up. It's just, I do all the artwork, so it just takes time because I'm drawing books.
Dude, I would never. I don't have any confidence I could ever sell a thing, so I would never do this. I would never make merch.
I think you could actually. I think we should make a BTM. You know what, dude? When I get issue 3 done, I'm gonna make a really sweet illustration and do a BTM Reviews t-shirt for you, man. Because you need to have your own t-shirt and you just wear it and rep it. Like I got the turkey robot right there.
Oh yeah, even if it's just one version. Yeah, I'll make it very valuable by limiting how many there are. 1.
Frost Comic in the house, man. You guys need to follow this guy. Love this guy. He does a lot of debate videos on his like they last for hours. They're great though. The brand
9 hours
looks really good. He actually had one that was, I think, for a solid 9 hours.
Sweet. I got a stream with Frost Comics.
You guys actually should link up. Like Frost is really, really great. He would love probably to have you on. But you're not much of a debater. Neither am I. I just get irritated. My problem is I spurg out too easily when people annoy me. I'm just like, stop being fucking an asshole. So I'm terrible at debating. Especially when men are passive aggressive. I'm always just like, why are you being a woman?
Especially internet debates, right? Like it's internet debate. Like
because a lot of people are so passive aggressive. You're like, why are you being a toxic woman that's gaslighting right now and interrupting?
According to Matt Barr, everybody but him is passive aggressive. He's the honest player in the room. Yes,
he's the bitch. Anyway, Frost Comics is great. You guys should follow him. We got the link in the chat because the Baron is always on it. I love Frost Comics. That's another guy I want to hang out with, man. He's just a dope dude.
Who, the Baron?
No, Frost Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd like to hang out with the Baron too. Because I'm pretty sure the Baron could probably drink me under the table.
What is Frost Comics debate about?
So Frost Comics, he has B.A. Turner on a lot, and then B.A. Turner will debate a lot of different people. And then Frost Comics kind of acts as a moderator.
People give B.A. Turner crap for being boring. No, he's what he is he's not over reacting, and he's just thinking in his brain before he responds to your stupid ass.
B.A. Turner is the literal opposite of me.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'll spurg out way too soon. And I got, and BA is just like very measured. I'm like, everyone should be a little bit more like BA and a little bit less like me, is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So you do. Okay. So you like, I gotcha.
I absolutely love BA. I think BA is just a tremendously wonderful person. In fact, let me find the link so I can send it to the Baron and because BA's got a novel out that's actually, he really needs to turn it into a comic book, but his novel comes with not one but 2 novels about.
It's a 500-page book.
Yeah, it's like and then it has a mini comic.
I bought the entire package, dude. If you buy the entire package, you get like 4 posters. Both
I did too. Yep,
all that stuff. It's sitting on my bar. I don't know where to put the shit. There's so much of it, but the book is good.
It really is.
There's no pictures, guys. There's no pictures. It's not a comic.
Oh, no. It has a mini comic with it, and then has posters that come with it. He's got all this artwork
in the 500-page book. Like it's 250-page books that it's not, but at least the print is big and it's double spaced. So it's not like overwhelming.
At least it's small words and large print. At least.
No, it's honestly like I can read B.A. Turner's book without glasses, which I appreciate because my eyes are so bad.
But the covers kick ass with those gargoyles and stuff. Man.
Yeah.
Vigilante's Creed. Yes.
Vigilante's Creed.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I just like B.A. I really do. He's another guy that you just want to hang out with and just be a
badass with. Badass Turner.
He's
Actually,
just so busy
yeah.
He's so busy debating everybody. He doesn't want to come on anybody's stream anymore.
And he's a great debater. I mean, he's so measured. He just like takes it. He's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Like that guy. Like that guy a lot, man. Dude, we should get to our top 5 before the bottom of the hour, before our break.
Should we?
Yeah, we
Take
should.
a break.
Yeah, we do a break at every hour so everyone can go potty, and we play really great videos. Because BTM, unlike your show, we try to put on a production. Okay.
Very Hollywood of you, Mr. Tennessee and Iowa. Mr. Tennessee and Iowa. Yeah.
Very douchebag of me.
Did you say that Dr. Till's from Arkansas?
Yeah, man. He is.
So am I.
Dr. Till needs to come to the Chattanooga Comic-Con. Yeah, you're from Arkansas. You were born there, right? Or you were raised there?
I'm wearing my Arkansas shit right now.
Oh, he's got his Razorback. All right. Look out.
Yeah. Woo pig, baby. I don't take a break till the show's over. Now I will leave the
Dave
stream.
takes a break every 5 hours. I don't know how he does it because I have the bladder of a pregnant woman.
Yeah, he's got a
No,
colostomy.
I get up and leave, and I just, hey Jim, talk to the chat. Like I gotta piss, man. Like holy shit.
Oh man, it's so funny,
Hey,
dude.
he just like gets up from the desk, like, "Hey, hold on a second. All right,
Yeah, exactly.
all right." So you're thinking you want to get into the top 5 there, buddy? Salty.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, hold on.
How's our poll doing? What's the poll look like?
What is the poll looking like? Please, the Baron, give me some messages on the internets and let me know where we sit with the poll. Everyone, please fill out the poll. We are curious what you guys think about who would be the best Hulk Hogan from the people that we've chosen, who we think would be potentially the best. I'm a huge Razorback fan. I just moved here to be closer to her. I'm what's called sports retarded. And here on the Salty and Savage show, you never have to edit out the R word. We are fans of it because things and actions are retarded. People are not. Okay?
I mean,
Okay. Well, some
What
people
about-
are. Some people
Do you say the FAG word on this show?
We tend not to because
no.
I'm like we're friends with Eric DeBunks. I don't want to be offensive to him. You know, I love Eric DeBunks. He's a really sweet guy.
But there's different meanings of the word.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. So I'll call a bitchy man having a hissy fit and complain, like basically maybe once a week doing a complaining YouTube show where he's like crying all the time about stuff. I might call him a fag, but then I'm not going to call an actual homosexualist a fag.
No. But like your best friend, quit acting like a fag.
Oh
dude.
yeah. No,
yeah.
I mean totally. Like I would have to have a really more like, intimate relationship.
It's like calling the actual retarded person a retard. You don't.
Yeah, that's
do that.
just cruel and evil.
Yeah, you don't do that. But you say shit's retarded, or that quit acting like a fag. Yeah.
Like Savage calls me a fag all the time, and
I don't. But all right.
No, he doesn't.
Would you want me to?
That's a lie.
Do you want me to do that?
I call
it's
a lot
okay.
of people fags on my stream when I get to drinking. Like I'm watching videos. I'm like, you're such a fag.
Yeah,
Will.
but what
the
if
fuck?
I'm British and I need a cigarette? Damn it, you're right. Give me a fag. And I miss smoking so much. Oh my God. I watched Dr. Till's show, Ministry of the Dude. And he pulls out a grid or gosh, what's his name? Not Kyle, but the other guy that's hilarious. The guy from Alabama he always wears the sleeveless shirts. He'll bust out a grit, and I'm like, man, I miss smoking so much. Because when Savage met me, I was a smoker, and I started dating my hot wife, and she's like, I won't date a smoker, and I was like, well, I'm quitting because you're hot, and I want to see those boobs. And I haven't smoked since, but I tell her, my wife, I'm all, if you go to Jesus before me, guess what's happening? Smoking cigarettes.
How long you been married?
11 years this
You
year.
can start smoking again. She likes you now.
No,
Dude,
no.
11 years. Forget 20 shows. 11 years. Wow, bro.
You
Dude.
married Savage?
I'm
Basically.
I'm not. I'm happily in a incredible relationship for almost 7 years now. She would probably very much like to go ahead and put a move on things, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Working on it. Holy
There's
shit, what
nothing.
does that
Here's the
mean?
thing about Savage. There's nothing to work on it. It is like what Yoda says. There is do or do not. There is no try. There's no working on it.
I'm
It's
doing.
like you
I'm
just
doing
do
every day. I'm doing every day.
it. doing it and doing
If
it
you
and
don't know
doing it
after
well.
7 years, if you know after 7 years, you might want to
Hey,
rethink something.
let me tell you something. If it's been going 7 years, that's marriage material. It's all good, man. You know,
we have an incredible little family with our dogs and our and this nice little community, and we got a business now, and yeah, it's pretty
And a house and all that good stuff.
it's pretty amazing.
Julio says Savage is smart. Well, here's the thing. I am the smartest, or BTM is, because you always find the woman that will make you sandwiches whenever you ask for them. That's the woman
Or
you
not.
marry.
Or not. They just show up with a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, what? I was just sitting here thinking about a sandwich. And
That's
here
the
comes
best wife.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I've been married 30 years this November, so.
Oh, Mazel Tov to you.
Yeah.
Man,
So
Let's take a drink to that. No, 30 years is no joke. And you know what? That is something to celebrate, man. No joke. All right. Top 5.
You know what the craziest thing is though? BTM, he's 41.
I'm 14.
41.
I'm 14. I was born on leap year, buddy. I'm a leap year baby.
Oh, that's right. You were.
Are you actually a leap year baby?
Yeah. I'm 14 years old.
Hilarious.
Oh my! Well, that's just absolutely awesome. That's
When
fantastic.
they asked my mom when I was born, what day do you want to put for his birthday? They said, do you want to make it the 28th or the 1st? She said, well, today's the 29th. I wanted the 29th. They said, okay. So he'll have a birthday every 4 years.
Damn. All right. But are we guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're going to do a carryover of our Top 5 graphic done by Uncapped Turtle, who is a wonderful human being. Thank you, Uncapped
He is
Turtle.
the shit, dude. He's my
absolutely.
intro maker. He's made outros. I don't want to bother him. I'm like, I got this idea, but I don't want to ever bother him because it's just not what I want to do.
Dude,
He's the best, man.
He just like, oh hey, I had like just a moment of brilliance. You want to take it and just like,
He made this whole intro with me on a rocket
Dude.
ship going through all the different stuff. I'm like, dude, holy shit, this is unbelievable.
Guys, so good. Julio in the chat on it. Holy production. That's right, baby. Not because of anything we do, but mainly because Uncapped Turtle is the man.
yeah, it's pretty
Is
much
the man.
Uncapped gets most of the nods when it comes to the quality of our show.
Yeah,
Uncapped-
exactly.
Uncapped doesn't join us anymore hardly. I guess he's super busy. But yeah,
He's super
here.
busy. We love Uncapped.
he's the shit though.
Not the way that you're thinking. I want to have sex with him. No, I'm just kidding.
Not the way you're thinking, though.
All right, so we do have a top 5. Our top 5, I did not do a plate graphic for it. Julio Scissors. Usually this show is way more production value, but I've been really busy making my comic book. However, our top 5 is who we think the best actor to be the next Wolverine should be.
Because
Because-
obviously,
We got to find a new actor.
there needs to be a new actor. There needs to be a new generation. We're gonna pass, I guess, instead of the cowl, pass the spikes. What do you call them that come out of his?
The fins on the head or the claws?
The claws.
The claws.
We're gonna pass the claws down. So, yeah, who could possibly play for the next generation, and how could it be maybe who you cast? How could it possibly be advantageous from a studio and a writing standpoint? We got some interesting ideas here, folks.
We got,
So
dude.
what-
Can someone really quick highlight what Dr. Till just said, because he has a good idea, but I don't think he's correct.
What's the question?
Ewan Rayan. Yes, I'm familiar with that
Yeah.
guy. He played the bastard in the bastard in whatchamacallit, in Game of Thrones.
Bastard.
Damian Graham says OJ. So it's who would be the best person to take over the mantle of, or the claws, or the cowl of the Wolverine. And our number five
Number 5.
is Daniel Radcliffe.
Is it?
It is.
Daniel Radcliffe.
And everyone's like, what? Why? Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry. Well, I'll tell you why. Mainly because, dude, I think he could pull it off. He's a little person, so he's kind of short. Wolverine's 5'3" in the comic books. He wasn't like, that was like, I think I remember they were trying to think, or Bryan Singer wanted to cast, what's his name? We were talking about this last week, Savage. They were trying to cast the guy that was the detective in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I can never remember that guy's name.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins as Wolverine. They got Hugh Jackman, who's like 6'2" or no 6'1". He's 6 foot.
Handsome.
Yeah, that's what everybody griped about, right? Like he was too tall.
Yeah, he was too tall. And so Radcliffe is short. He's hairy. You know, we need a hairy Wolverine again. We need a hairy-chested Wolverine. Like Tom Selleck was way too tall to be Wolverine, although he could have, because he was hairy. You know. So this is our number 5, Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. I think
hate us, but we might be right. That would be a good choice.
I think it's actually a very good choice. And number 5, I think, is being modest.
BTM, what do you think? Do you just think we're crazy?
No, I just, when you've seen Hugh Jackman, who can act, like he can act.
Yes.
And can Radcliffe pull off those emotions with X-23? Like we just got with,
I think so.
Hugh Jackman. You think so?
I do, because you gotta say, like, Harry Potter. It was like what I loved about Harry Potter was just like a progression with those kids, and they got really good towards the end. And I think I have faith. I have faith in the Radcliffe.
I've seen Radcliffe and other stuff since Harry Potter, and he's actually a good actor. I mean, he's not Jackman, but he's good. He can play a role.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to fill those shoes.
Right. Yeah. Well, yes. Like it's trying to replace Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, right? Like, good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew Cavill says comic accurate Wolverine would be terrible. Disagree. I disagree.
It could be fun.
I don't know if you're wrong either. I would like to try.
What if Danny DeVito played Wolverine?
No. And also, you're dumb. He should play Puck, but not Wolverine. And if you don't know who Puck is, okay.
You're not watching MTV. Yeah.
Get the Puck out of here. All right. So we're moving on. Let's get rid of this guy. We're moving on to number 4.
Number 4! We saw him in Deadpool and Wolverine. He was great. He did the Mission Impossible. Love me some Henry Cavill. I think it would be great, dude. I think he would be great.
I mean, it's you got to immediately be like, well, I don't know. He was just the Man of Steel, and he was so good as the Man of Steel.
Yeah, but also, Ryan Reynolds was Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. That's okay. I think that it's a little bit more of a
The problem is every time Henry gets attached to something, it gets weird. Like it gets fucking weird. The Witcher. Right, and then he was.
That wasn't his fault, though. The Witcher wasn't his fault. They got stupid.
The 40K show, like he was going to have like control. Like they don't even know if it's going to happen now. Like it's just like if they said Henry Cavill's going to play Wolverine, it might not ever get made because Henry Cavill is trying to it. Like, and he could pull it off, but it's like, oh fuck, man.
I think he could pull it off. I think he does the gruff well. The ladies are going to be like, ooh, let me go see the movie because he's like the perfect man, even though he dehydrates for 3 days.
They won't even give him Bond.
Yeah.
Damian Graham says a young Tom Selleck would have killed it. Probably too tall, but yes, I don't disagree.
He would have. We actually discussed him yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And laughed about it, but he wasn't going to make the top 5.
Wolverine PI would have been cash.
Dude, he's driving around in that Ferrari with like the points sticking out.
I should explain too to everyone here that crashed the show from BTM Reviews, I always wear a Magnum PI hat. So just in case you were always wondering what the hat is, it's always a hat that is featured in the show Magnum PI, the original. The one that was before I was born, because it is the best show.
All right.
All right. That is our number 4.
That was number 4.
Number
Henry
3
Cavill.
gets even better. Ready?
Interesting. This gets interesting.
Oh yeah,
Richard
Armitage, or however you say his last name. Basically Thorin from The Hobbit. He would be an amazing Wolverine.
He's got a heck of a pair of eyes. He's got a stare. He's got that 1,000-mile stare that Wolverine has to have, and he's got a great gruff look. He's got a good voice. I don't know his actual stature, because what I mostly know him from is he's dressed as a dwarf. So
he's already short in your mind.
What else has he been in besides a Hobbit?
Stuff on the BBC, I think.
Mostly like BBC. Like there's been some gritty crime drama stuff that he's been in. But I only know him from that and going to this.
And because he's played a dwarf, he basically can play comic book accurate Wolverine.
Yes, okay.
And he does have a nice voice. I don't know if he'll.
The ears are big enough, to where the.
They just extend him a little.
Can I ask you guys a question? When he pulled that mask on in the movie, did you go, "Oh shit"? Because
I didn't think they were gonna do the mask, and I was like, what?
He's like, it just boop. I was like, oh no, this is a shit. Even my wife, who knows nothing about comics, goes, "Oh my god." I go, "Yeah, oh my god." Like it just, I loved it. I loved it, man.
So Andrew Cavill says Tom Cruise is comic accurate, high, and can act. Yeah, but he's not Harry. But also, not a bad idea, dude. Not a bad idea.
But he's also 60.
He loves.
Dr. Chill says Peter Dinklage is their number 1 pick.
Stay
tuned because it might happen.
If he's in this list, I'm checking out, guys.
BTM's like, I'm out of here.
I'm out. Can't stand that midget.
All right, so we think that this is the number 3 pick, but our number 2 pick, are you ready for it? This one's controversial.
Could have been number 1. I feel like it could
have been number 1.
Coming in hot.
Carl Urban, man. I love, he's the only redeeming thing about The Boys. The Boys is such a just not good show, man, and I want it to be good because he is so good, man. He's so good
in everything he does. He really is.
Absolutely. He was great as Aramir. He was great in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, dude. He almost our number 1, and we will have logic and reasons for our number 1, which is really good. But the number 1 and the number 2.
Yeah, I mean he's phenomenal. This guy has never not. I mean, even I guess the only when he shaves and is in Star Trek does he not look perfect for Wolverine?
Yeah, but okay. So real quick, yes, he was great as Dr. McCoy, absolutely. And Judge Dredd, his I can't remember which that Judge Dredd was called. Did you see that, BTM?
Dredd.
Oh, it's just called Dredd.
Just Dredd.
Yeah.
Oh, that was way better than Sylvester Stallone.
No, it's the best. Dredd is the fucking Dredd movie you want to see, not Judge Dredd with Sylvester. That was awesome.
Yeah, no,
and it's got.
I am the law.
It's like and Dredd is like a mix. It's like this interesting blend of like Demolition Man and Attack the Block and like
the Warriors.
Yeah,
like
War.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's
but the first person shooter part where it was basically freaking
you're in the
Doom. It was like Doom. Yeah. It was like Doom all over again. I was like, oh my god,
Dredd. I can watch Dredd probably every 6 months and never be bored. It's just one of those movies.
Simply Green believes that number 1 is wrong. Maybe.
Well, maybe. Number 2 is Carl Urban. So
number 2 might be number 1, or number 1 might be number 2. I don't know.
This might be slightly controversial because I don't think anybody has even suggested.
No, I don't think anyone has. But
can I ask one thing? Is this person mainstream?
Yeah.
No, I would say no, actually. Really? Not as mainstream as the other previous actors. Absolutely not.
Not as big of a name, but you 100% will know who this person is.
So it's not who I thought it might be. All right, go ahead.
Is number 1 Leslie Jones? Uncap says number 1 is always wrong. You are incorrect, sir. Number 1 is always right.
Is number 1 the guy who played Tenet? Because we got to get a race swap in here. It can't be all white people.
Dude, we don't do DEI on this show. We do the best of the best. Okay.
Look,
if
if Grover Washington Jr. or whatever his handsome name is, was the best for the job, he would be on there. But no. We have
Dr. Chill says Michael B. Jordan. No.
No.
All right, number 1.
Number 1. This is so good.
Liam Hemsworth. And here is why.
I'm going to tell you.
Liam's Hemsworth.
Hold on. Let BTM react real quick.
Okay.
I just watched a Liam Hemsworth movie on Netflix the other day, where it's like a Afghanistan thing. It's made in 2024. It was fucking brilliant. And, it's said that Chris was in it. He's not in it a second. Liam's a star. He sold every second of that movie. Everybody says that he's the fucking, he didn't get all the chromosomes. I enjoy him better than fucking Liam.
He's like, he's like 2 inches taller than Chris. You have no, until they stand next to each other, you have no idea how ridiculously statuesque this guy is.
Which is why it's going to be a tad problematic for why we think this is a great pick. However, we still think it's a great pick because in Hollywood, you can always play with heights and do all that stuff. So the reason why this works is because if we're going to do kitschy, gimmicky casting like Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom, I hope that he's playing Tony Stark doing a heel turn Doctor Doom and not playing Victor Von Doom. But the reason why is because I think it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, 2009, there was a comic series.
Yeah,
check out Land of Bad on Netflix.
Land of Bad.
Okay, that's the movie.
The comic series I'm thinking of, and I think those would be really good. And if we're going to do, Marvel needs to do a bit of a comeback and needs to do some things where they do some really clever casting to get people, is you do a movie Wolverine versus Thor based off the 2009 comic book series, which I think was about 3 issues. And
you have Liam Hemsworth playing the new Wolverine and Chris Hemsworth playing Thor. It's directed by Taika and the world rejoices.
Yes.
By Taika?
Waititi. Dude, Ragnarok was hilarious. Okay, you just give him much more tighter parameters.
He gets it. He's done some of these. He's done some other work that he gets it when he needs to reel it in and just really focus, make the humor
But Marvel's got to tell him it's not a fucking open page. You got to.
Yes.
Here's the parameters, dude.
Kevin Feige's got to reel it in.
But
what's that movie? What's that movie that Taika did about the little kid in Nazi Germany?
Jojo Rabbit Jojo?
Jojo Rabbit.
Dude, that movie was so good, man.
Yeah. And then
such a good movie.
It was very good.
That was very.
I feel like it would be an unbelievably brilliant turn for Marvel, which using him in the first place to do the Thor Ragnarok was absolutely genius.
Come on, dude. The Ragnarok was just one heavy metal album cover after another. It was a fun movie.
But then
I loved Ragnarok. I thought it was great.
The next one.
But
Love and Thunder was
it was garbage.
But these guys,
look, everyone makes mistakes.
These guys know Taika personally. These brothers working together, I feel like it would bring the humor, the witticism, the dynamic between them that already exists would come across on film so well. And if you have a really good story, and make sure that the higher ups are like, no, let's not make it too Mel Brooksy. Let's actually.
Simply Green does make a good point though, because Taika does have a bit of a hatred for the U.S. So
I've been with him on the beaches of Venice. Believe me, he enjoys the United States.
So I don't have to do this? Because if you hate the US, if you hate the U.S., I'm
and
just gonna.
Uncapped is absolutely right. Chris said, "I'm not doing Thor again unless like he was directed by, in that first Thor movie, and it was dark and deep and like a real.
Those were weird.
Yeah, but dude, the second one was not bad, dude. And Christopher Eccleston as the main villain, the elf guy, like he was good, dude.
He was,
and that was a severely underrated film. And you could actually go dark. If so let's say get rid of Taika and hire another actor, another director that's going to do, or a writer. It's really the writing that matters. Like people say, oh, the director, but really at the end of the day, it's like, who's the writer of the script? Because that's going to dictate everything. And then you get the right director to fill that script. So you just got to have maybe a darker script because, that could work.
Can I ask you a question about your top 5?
Yes.
Did Jake Gyllenhaal come up at all?
He did, but I hate him because me and him almost came to fisticuffs one time on a set when I worked it. And I hate him.
But that's personal. Like, do you think he can act?
No, I don't think he would be a good Wolverine, actually. I think he would actually be... Because he always plays like an emo guy. And like Wolverine is emotional.
I do.
But he's like dark, I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal.
I do like him. I've seen him in roles where he is more gritty and he can pack on some pounds.
Me too, man.
He just did Roadhouse. I haven't watched it yet because I don't know how I feel about that. But
no, it's not.
I'm too biased.
It's Make America good. 80s again. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But it's
like I just saw a movie where he was like a 911 operator.
Yeah. David Graham says, "Can I get Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad an honorable?" No, you may not.
No, AP
because he's got to put on the poundage, man. He's got to put on the poundage,
and he's got to quit being a communist.
Conor McGregor, if he could act, probably could be Wolverine. Yeah, you got to get a guy that's like,
Hey, dude, I'm gonna say Conor McGregor with Jake in Roadhouse. They sold the shit out of those.
Was it good? I didn't see it. Was it good? Was it entertaining?
No, because it was unbelievable. Kind of the cast in the movie. Like, I'm just gonna say that part. But Jake was ripped and acted like he could fight. There's no roadhouses in the Keys, guys. That's a weird place to have a roadhouse, right? Like, it's a one-way fucking road. And but other than that, Jake played the role. He got ripped for the movie. Him and Colin had really good fight scenes. I would watch it again in the background while I'm doing shit around the house and not turn it off. And when I see it on screen, that's pretty funny right there. But I like Jake. I've always liked him since Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko was a great film. So Julio's calling me out. So, okay, on the set of Bubble Boy, I was working craft services.
Oh my God, Bubble Boy?
Yeah. Dude, I was very young. I was really, really young. Still a teenager. I was working on the set of craft services because I worked craft services when I was really young, and he treated all craft services, the grips, everyone like garbage, and he was directly rude to me in a really passive aggressive way. And again, I've always hated passive aggressive men, and I was just like, and so I called him out on it, and he walked away because he did that. Maybe he had anxiety. Like looking back, he might have had. I feel like anytime an actor treats people working on the set like garbage, I just hate them. When I hear those stories, I'm like, you're an elitist and you're treating blue collar workers like garbage. I kind of hate you. So
was he a kid though?
He was older than me. He's older than me, so I don't know.
He was. So did Christian Bale not come on your list because of Batman?
What about Christian? I don't know about Christian.
No,
Bale.
did he not come up on your top 5 list because he's played Batman?
No, I just don't think he'd be a good Wolverine.
Yeah, he's great, but that is not at all who I would have even thought of for Wolverine.
Yeah,
I just think he's a good actor.
He's great. He was. What did he get on our top 5 for Batman? It was number 2, I think.
He was like 2 or
number 3.
Three,
number
maybe.
3. Yeah.
Who's number 1? Keaton.
Yeah.
Who's number 2? West? Is number 2 West?
No, number 2 was what's his name? Kevin Conroy. Because we mixed the animated.
Oh, the animation stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Kevin Conroy, I mean, come on.
Oh no, wait, that was. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. That's right. It was, and he's so good. I mean, big fans of the animated series. Like almost all of those old 80s and early 90s animated series. That's where our allegiances lie here.
Dr. Till throwing shots, saying, I think a few of those picks are too old. We need someone good and who can do a role for 20 more years. Not incorrect opinion. He's like, wait, he says, we don't want a Roger Moore situation on our hands.
Liam Hemsworth, like, he could easily do this for 20 years and still not be as old as Hugh Jackman is right now.
Yeah. And something Papa says, unfortunately, and I think it's many, not Amy actors, many actors treat the crew and others poorly. Yes. And usually 10 times out of 10, they vote for Democrats.
Well, also too, the younger they are, the worse they are.
It honestly has nothing to do with age. Cause I worked a lot of movie sets, and TV sets. My family has, grew up in Hollywood and stuff. Age has nothing to do with it. It's a matter of perspective and politics. Funny enough, politics has more of a determining factor of how shitty someone is to the.
Can I ask what TV show sets you were on?
I worked Angel, Veronica's Secret. Oh gosh,
So Angel was a bunch of younger actors, right?
Angel was actually one of my favorite sets to work on.
But it was younger actors, right?
Yeah, and I can't remember all of them. I worked Popular. I worked on Popular. That was not a bad show actually to work on. I only really remember the ones I had positive experience.
Your parents worked on 80s and 90s stuff type?
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s mainly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Keppel says, so all the girls shows, I guess.
I've never seen an episode of Buffy or Angel.
CW Salty. I did work a lot on Warner Brothers Studio, man. I mean, I was
salty.
Yeah, dude.
That's so good.
I mean, I was born and raised in Burbank. What do you want from me?
Did you ever get into like movie sets when you were working in the TV studios?
Yeah,
Could you go
worked on a few movie sets. Yeah,
did you sneak into them and just see what was going on? Sometimes, like,
no, the security way too tight. Always way too tight.
Really?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Better than Trump's security when he got shot.
Well, I mean, they weren't. They're not trying to kill the people in Hollywood. So what?
My wife sent me a DM the other day. She goes, "Hey, babe, you know that that was the first time that Trump had sniper security from the Secret Service in 2 years. The day he got shot, for 2 years with all the court cases, all the campaign shit he's been doing. That's the first time there were snipers at his site. Yeah. Interesting.
Appreciate you, Julio, for being here. Thanks for being here on the show. No, we don't feel any hate, bro. Like, no, dude, it's funny. It's absolutely funny. We like comedy here, and we like funny, and we like a good time.
We love a good time on the
20th. But we are 17 past the hour. BTM, do you mind us playing a video while we take a little bit of a bathroom break and doing?
No, I got to go get ice out of the ice machine. I'm in a hotel, so I go get some ice and.
So we're gonna play a trailer.
Savage.
Actually, you know what?
Tonight?
What am I drinking? I'm just drinking some local Midwest beer, some malted barley.
You're in a bourbon glass. I was wondering, like,
yeah. I have the super nice glasses.
There's like a low watermark glass, right, guys? Like,
I got the matching decanter back there too. It's pretty lovely.
Where's low watermark tonight, man? I love that guy.
Are you a bourbon guy at all, Savage?
I'm actually I'm a Tennessee Squire, the unofficial secret society of Jack Daniel's lovers.
Whiskey guy. You're a whiskey guy.
So I do enjoy. I love Jack Daniel's Maker's Mark. I'm a big fan of Maker's Mark, and a couple of Japanese whiskeys.
I got some great Japanese stuff. Holy God!
It's just like
it's like water going down your throat. Half the bottle later, you're like, holy shit!
And I also
there he is. There's the watermark.
There he is. I love that guy, man. I really do.
I also keep a little stash of the Habushu snake venom sake, the stuff that's got the snake in the bottom of it.
Never had sake in my life. Is it tasty?
It's like it's not technically, I don't think it's technically sake. It's it's a rice wine of sorts, but it's from the island of Okinawa. It's where a good friend of mine, an editor in Hollywood, who his father used to go back and travel back to Okinawa to visit family, and would bring bottles back. And you're not like supposed to bring it back, but like, sometimes depending on the customs and whatnot, they're like, no, this is fine. You're a Japanese citizen. We totally understand that, you're bringing this back. This is like a traditional beverage that's duty free or something. And so I always have. It's not in
So
here
I
with
can't
me
find
right
it
now.
in America. I can't find it here.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to go to like a special sushi restaurant that they trusted you, and you were watching like the chefs drink it in the back or something.
But you know what's the really cool thing about Japan?
What if I went to O'Hare Airport and went to the duty free shop? Could I find it?
I do know it's not going to be in the duty free shop.
We are all big in Japan.
We're all big in Japan.
All right, so we're going to take our little break. Here's a 2-minute video that you will love. If you haven't been on the show yet because you're a friend of BTM's and a fan of his, please enjoy this music video.
Subscribe, guys. Please like and subscribe. We got to get Salty and Savage to 500 subs and 3,000 hours so they can get monetized.
That would be
good.
good.
They deserve it.
But also, because we make music videos about people who probably most likely murdered their wife.
Unbelievably, the most watched, most wondered about man in America has gone missing tonight.
The intersection of the 5 and the 91 freeway. One thing we have been noticing, again, it's a very slow pursuit, followed by numerous highway patrol vehicles. But because of the intensity, it seems like people have heard about what's going on. And all the overpasses that we've seen have been lined with cars.
Guilty shadows haunt the night. Dark secrets locked away so tight. OJ on the run. Oh, what a sight. High speed chase, sirens blaring in the moonlight. Fame and glory now turned to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. Oh, OJ, you can't from my faithful life. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
One of our LA affiliates. Police believe that O.J. Simpson is in that car. Okay. Police believe he is in that vehicle.
911, what are you reporting? This is AC. I have O.J. in the car.
Fame and glory now turned to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. O.J., the man with the bloodstained fame. Innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. Oh, OJ, you tried from that faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
Justice finds its might.
If you're tired of that music video, I don't care because it's 2 minutes long and I need to pee.
Oh my gosh, Amoeba, I'm so sorry you weren't here earlier. I didn't see you.
Amoeba!
She's so upset.
Oh, I was playing it in the first hour just because you weren't here yet.
We were trying to squeeze it in.
Do you remember where you were when that happened?
I do.
Me too.
I was in like grade school.
I was in Hollywood, Florida. Me and my wife were in our little efficiency apartment, and we're watching the NBA basketball playoffs. And they broke into the game to show fucking OJ driving around the interstate for hours, and I'm like, can we get back to the game? I don't give a fuck about that. This is what I cared about the NBA. Can we get back to the Pistons, Lakers? This is ridiculous. Or whoever was playing.
Dude.
We lived in for a little bit. We lived in Palmdale, California, and so we were out there in the middle of nowhere watching that on our TV because it was literally on every channel. And I was a big basketball fan. And I remember they cut out. Look at how great my wife is, by the way.
Where's your sandwich?
Well, I've already eaten for the day, and I need to lose weight because I'm a little, in the belly.
Don't be drinking that frosty beer.
I don't care. I don't care.
You got to get out there, swing that axe a little more, buddy.
Well, I mean, I look good from the belly up.
You look great from the belly up.
And the knees down. You're awesome, dude.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
This
No,
guy,
no. From the waist down, actually, everything's working out really well. I got
This
strong
guy. Oh
thighs.
man, he's got some calves. They're the calves and the calf knots.
You guys are too cabby close to me. Holy shit.
Well, we like to keep it gay up in here.
Keep it GAY.
Whoa, what up, Nathan Nodley? What's up? Coming in late, but here for a bit. We appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. And if you're watching on X, please come over to YouTube because we know all you guys lurking and creeping on X. You can enjoy the chat way better. Come on over.
Oh my God, you can talk so much more shit. It's so much better.
Much more crap.
Oh, you can be like, oh, your face is garbage. And you're like, what? Oh, yeah, your stupid face. Let's talk about your stupid face more. Isn't the chat great? Come on.
Just so you guys know, Uncapped is calling y'all out. I'm gonna share this with y'all.
I saw that.
Yeah, please share this with the chat.
What do you got? What do we got? Oh, here it is. Is that Charlie Hunnam?
Yes.
Oh, he would have. He was considered. And we had talked about it. But Savage said that he wasn't a good actor, and I've never seen Justify or what was it? No, what was the biker show?
Sons of Anarchy.
I'd never seen it, so I couldn't argue.
I don't think
he's not a good actor. Huh?
That's what Savage said.
I don't think he's that good of an actor. I think you do need a good actor, and he's not. Some of his performances couldn't be more like textbook paper. It's just like, what am I watching?
If we didn't have Hugh Jackman for the last 20 years, would he have been okay? See, Hugh Jackman's going to make a lot of people have to act.
If
never seen him in anything.
If we didn't have to compare him to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, who was just absolutely perfect, maybe he would have been great, but there probably would have been somebody else who got Wolverine way before Charlie Hunnam because he's more of a, he didn't show up.
Are you saying that's why he's a TV actor? Like,
well, he also
back in the 80s and 90s, like if you're in TV, you're like, oh shit, I couldn't make it to the movies. I'll just have to do TV the rest of my life.
Charlie made a very interesting career decision because they wanted him. He was a huge actor, a huge name. He just came off of Sons of Anarchy, and they were like, what's going to be the next thing for Charlie Hunnam? And they offered him to be the main role in 50 Shades of Grey, and everybody lost their mind, and they were like, this is so great, this is so good, we can't wait for him because he's so hot. And then he went, no, y'all talking like Jason Statham doesn't exist.
I'm just like,
I love me Jason Statham, dude.
But
Jason Statham has his place.
I'm bald. I can't. Bald guys have their role in life. Okay.
I'd love to see Wolverine play Bond. I'd love to see him play Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make Bald sexy again.
Yes.
And correction, Salty Wife wants to let you know, BTM, that she actually, in fact, made me a sandwich today for lunch, and it is true. She took leftover steak, sliced it up, recooked it on the pan with butter, and then made me a delicious steak sandwich with sourdough bread from California. And I was very happy because the South doesn't know what sourdough bread is.
Dude, there's someone in our town that bakes.
But they make a goddamn biscuit you'll die for.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they will. Yeah, they do.
There's someone in our town that makes San Francisco sourdough, and I could not have been happier when I discovered that. I was like, are you serious? I'm going to get actual, really good sour. It's so good.
Yes, Dr. Till.
But nonetheless, Charlie Hunnam, he turned down that role, and then all of a sudden Hollywood went, so I guess Charlie Hunnam doesn't want to get wet. So we're gonna
doesn't want to get wet.
we're gonna go ahead and not give him up, because that was like the biggest role at the time, and that entire franchise would have been a completely different monster had he been the star of it. Whatever
where did the lead for that movie set or series go? Like
it went to what's his name? Like
where's he now?
I mean, he's still doing sophisticated, handsome, roles.
Sophisticated, handsome roles.
There was no. He did something where he grew like some scruff or something like that. Like that guy isn't a bad actor. It was just that role was going to be such a big role, and Charlie was booked for it. And then him and his agent made some sort of decision, and he was like, no, because there was going to be, some sort of a level of nudity and level of obsession with him and that character that he didn't want to get locked into. So he ended up doing like Pacific Rim. And it was like,
Pacific Rim. Actually, who was the other actor from Pacific Rim that could have been Wolverine? The other guy,
Rim, Idris Elba.
No, not him.
No, I'm kidding. It's no, dude. We're gonna do this.
You don't like Pacific Rim?
No, Pacific Rim was actually all right, but Charlie Hunnam was just bad.
We worked on Pacific Rim when I worked at an agency in Hollywood. We had that in there, and I saw clips of it, and then I saw like the early stuff before the special effects. Yeah, I never saw it though in the theater or the theater release. So
check it out. Pacific Rim 1 is fun.
It's super. There's the VFX are awesome. It feels realistic.
I haven't heard bad things.
Cool. It's super cool.
I hear it's like the perfect blend of East meets West, because it's got that anime kind of vibe, but then it's like a Western movie. So I should see it. I probably should see it.
And it has the co-op between that, the Pacific coasts. It has that like Japanese and USA combo.
Yeah. Andrew, I might agree, but I think Battleship is the worst movie ever made, because I love Battleship, but it's not the greatest movie. But man,
it's so bad. The visual effects are kind of cool, but it's so bad.
But it's fun to watch. My memory movies were just fun. I like Taylor Kitsch, dude. I just like that dude.
The movie is kitsch, that's for sure.
Yes,
to use the Yiddish word, the movie's kitsch as fuck.
Kitsch as fuck.
The Yiddish word.
But I own Battleship because it's just like a fun fucking 2 hours of my life to just watch something. Oh shit.
We need a Tech-A-Man movie. Where's a good
Tech-A-Man movie? You know what? I'm going to send this article to you, Savage, because you're much better. I have to put my glasses on again. I barely can see as it is because I have to wear a big bottle.
Preparing for download.
I'm going to send this article to you. We have an article that we actually want to talk about, BTM, because I think that you would be interested in this.
Which?
It's quite interesting.
I thought Midway was worse than fucking Battleship, that remake of Midway or whatever.
Midway.
The core is the... So my wife sent me a text and it says, the core is the worst, best movie. I don't even know.
The core is pretty...
Oh, my wife loves that, where they drill to the freaking middle of the earth. Oh my gosh, that movie is terrible. It's not even the best, worst movie. It's just bad. And I have to play... This is why me and my wife have 2 TVs on the living room wall, so she can watch this shit and I can play video games, because I'm like, no. I will tell you, men... Marry a woman that says, oh, 2 TVs on the living room wall. That sounds like a great idea, because then you can play video games and she can watch shitty movies.
Or marry somebody that will watch you play through Dead Space 1 4 times every playthrough.
Oh, yeah, of course. Is that what your wife did?
Oh, yeah. And will not turn on anything else. She's like, let's go play some Dead Space. I'm like, yeah, baby. Love me some Dead Space.
Dead Space was the only video game that was actually scarier than the original Resident Evil.
Dude.
Not Five Nights at Freddy's?
Never even played it.
Never played it.
I've never played it either.
Dead Space remake from a year and a half ago or whatever is really good, Salty.
Is it really?
They give Isaac dialogue.
Well, because they remade the original Dead Space and they just added dialogue or voice acting to the main character, right?
Well, they also changed some of the areas that you're in and stuff. So they did more than just update graphics. I loved it. But I haven't played it 4 times like I did the original, because the original just like it hit that spot. Like,
Dead Space was scarier than Resident Evil. I remember it was really late at night and my dad was hanging out. My dad was a super cool dad when I was younger. And we were I think we were in high school and my buddies were hanging out and it was late at night and I was like, Dad, play Resident, check out this game, because my dad was a gamer and he liked to play games. So he's sitting there and he's playing Resident Evil and he comes up onto one of the scary parts. And my dad threw the controller at the TV and scared the crap out of him. And I'm like, dude, like, because that game was scary. And then you play a decade later, you play Dead Space, and you're like, oh, that game is so good. What happened to games like that?
See, Frost, this is the shit we talk about on our show, like video games and movies that we love, man. So, like, he's played Dead Space 8 times and the remake 4. Like, that's how good the remake is.
Dude, really? It's that good?
No, it's fucking that good, dude.
I gotta play it.
It has the same. You know how Isaac was a little clunky, and you're like, oh shit, he's fucked.
But that attitude, like, you're like,
and the ammo is always a little short, so you really got to conserve. Oh, dude, it was great.
I gotta agree here with a little bit of Alien Isolation. It is.
I've never played. Is that a game? Wait,
okay. So Alien Isolation is basically like as if you have to go out and check on this ship that's floating around this planet because there's no response from this ship. So just like in an alien film, you're walking around the ship and stuff is like messed up and you're slowly learning stuff and you're hearing things creaking around. And basically the entire premise of the film is like or the video game is good as you walk around, depending on how fast you're walking, what rooms you're going into, the noises you're making, like you have to hide from the alien because there's one or two it is
such a long ass game.
The stalking is so and I can't necessarily speak for like the length of it because it is just if it's one of those that you have to have some time to be able to do it. But at the same time, if you isolate yourself, if you make the room dark, you get into the game, you put headphones on, I mean, you will absolutely lose your mind when it's chasing you and you're trying to find a place to hide and you're in a locker and it's just walking past and sometimes it won't find you. But when it does find you, that's one of those controller in the television moments.
Oh, you know how many Nintendo controllers I threw back in the 90s when games were fucking hard? They weren't scary. They were just hard. I miss those days.
When you're playing like Spelunker and you finally get to like that third level down and then you die on whatever and you're like, God damn it.
It's fucking crazy, man.
So Uncap says Alien Isolation is torture. Since we're talking games, do you want to check out the latest link that I just sent you, Savage, where Star Wars Outlaws Season Pass roadmap revealed, along with 2 story packs.
Let me do that. All right.
We're gonna talk Star Wars, BTM. Are you ready? It's a video game.
We said we weren't gonna do that.
Star Wars Outlaws. Can I ask one question before we get into Star Wars? Did you guys see the trailer for the new Alien movie?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you think it looked terrifying at least? I mean, it did look scary. It kind of like when we were watching the trailer, my wife goes, "Is this Dead Space?" Like there's so many creatures in the movie. It's like
I actually thought it was a Dead Space Dead Space movie trailer actually for the first
that's my wife said
a minute
because we just saw the Borderlands trailer and then the Alien trailer comes on. My wife goes, "Oh my!" And the Borderlands trailer looks awful. It looks terrible.
It looks so bad. Well, the game's not that great. I don't care what anyone says. I worked on it. Overrated game.
It looks like a Fortnite movie, is what it looks
like. I worked on the marketing for that game, and I was always just like,
I loved Borderlands 1 because it was a little different thing, a lot of cool loot you could find. But then they came out with the next trailer was Aliens. Like my wife goes, "Is this Dead Space?" I go, "No." And then 30 seconds later, I'm like, "Holy shit, is this a Dead Space trailer?" And then they go, "Alien." I'm like, "Oh, fuck, alien. Here we go.
Yeah, it does look. I do like, kind of where they're going with it. I feel like the super suspenseful stuff that they're showing you are the moments that really harken back to the original Aliens films. There's going to be a lot more suspense. There's going to be a lot more of those intense moments, but they specifically showed certain shots to really draw you in and harken back to the fantastic Alien franchise. I think it's going to be worth a watch for sure, and it'll be edge of your seat kind of stuff.
Julio Scissor says, nah, Borderlands 1 and 2 are great. Agree to disagree, sir. And I'll tell you why. And one of the reasons why, for me, I don't like first-person shooters, because I like to see my character. I'm a weird guy. Maybe, I don't know. And
So
also because
you play Fallout where you can see yourself.
I love the Fallout series. To me, Borderlands is basically like the redheaded stepchild of Fallout. I love Fallout.
Okay, fair
and
enough.
I love all the Fallouts from 1 to 2 to Brotherhood of Steel to 3. I thought 3 was a great departure from the original series because it went in a different direction. Thought it was great. New Vegas is fantastic, and 4 is only playable if you mod the hell out of it. And the greatest all-time Fallout game is when you mod 3 and New Vegas into one Fallout game called A Tale of Two Wastelands, and it is the greatest Fallout experience you could ever have in your gaming life.
Have you ever seen the Fallout London mod that they made that still hasn't been put out?
Yes, but it is lore inaccurate.
Huh?
It's lore inaccurate, though. That's my problem with Fallout London.
But they haven't put it out. It's
just,
it looks
no,
cool.
all the videos and stuff. I'm not interested in it though because it's lore inaccurate, because it's like Fallout is all about America. It's all about what happened in America. So it's like, London, I don't care.
Well, okay, but
okay.
It's a global disaster. Can we not get another perspective?
No, I don't care about the Limeys because they've already been conquered by the Muslims. Okay.
Nope, they can't have it. Nope, they already have enough curry. Okay.
Bethesda lore is inaccurate. I don't care. It's fun.
Hey, Savage. You know how you live in the Matrix? Because you live in small town Iowa, and there's a Chinese restaurant there. It makes no fucking sense.
There's 2 Chinese restaurants.
Right? Like, why? How did this? I live in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. I can get Chinese food. What the fuck is going on here?
There's 2 Chinese restaurants, and for the first 6 weeks I was in town, all of my devices thought that my home was at the Chinese restaurant. So it was like, hey, it's just 6 minutes to Chung Garden. And I was like, what? Why would I want to go to Chung Garden? And then the next day I'd get in somewhere. It's like, hey, it's just 26 minutes to Chung Garden. I'm like, why do I need to go to Chung Garden? What's going on? What's happening?
The only Chinese food I care about that's going to be a quick and get it to me as soon as possible is Panda Express. Everything else, I'm like, I'm uninterested. Okay.
I am a fan though. I do really love Chinese food. I am a big fan.
I do love Chinese food, but I need to be in California.
I'm not a fan of Panda Express Chinese food, dude.
Oh, it's so good. They got the best orange chicken. I don't care what anyone says.
You sound like my daughter. You fucking.
You sound like my.
I sound like a 20-year-old girl.
Yes, you. God damn the orange chicken! Holy shit!
They got the best orange chicken. Come on!
Oh man, go to Bung's Garden and fucking have some real Chinese food.
No, the best Chinese food is going to be at a place called Toluca Lake, and it's called Toluca Gardens. Ooh. And they have the best egg flour soup, the best beef and broccoli, the best orange chicken, and the best fried rice and chow mein you could ever have. Right there, catty corner from Bob's Big Boy in Toluca Lake.
If you need more to go, then Green Apple. Green
Apple is
the best to go Chinese in the valley.
Man, you know what would be a fun trip is going. You know what would be a fun trip is going to LA with BTM, because he lived in Huntington Beach, but he doesn't know LA proper like we know LA.
I don't know if I want to go back. As a kid, I lived in Huntington Beach as a kid, and I lived in Ventura as an adult. Ventura is the best.
Ventura is the best because Ventura is the Midwest on the coast.
You don't need air conditioning or a heater. It's a perfect climate, dude.
It's so nice. Ventura is.
You get all the citrus farms. So you got lemon and orange orchards right there against
in your
the mountains.
backyard.
And
your
then you
backyard.
have the ocean on the other side, and it is a wonderful place to live. Absolutely
You get
love it.
that
Oh, what
northern
up, Paulus?
breeze. You get that northern breeze coming down, and it hits right at Ventura, and you get that southern breeze. So in the summer it's like 80, 85. At night it gets down to 59. So like me and my wife are like, there's always AC in the house. The guy goes, don't worry about it, dude. You'll be using blankets. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
Open the windows for 5 minutes and then get a blanket.
Gotta say, what up to Paulus Arts? Love this guy. Really, really chill dude. Really good guy, man. Really appreciate
Hail
it.
Paulus.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
So we were going to talk about Star Wars Outlaws.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it's on for pre-order at GameStop right now. I got an email from them the other day.
You're such an old guy going to GameStop. Who even goes to GameStop?
Hey,
anymore?
I
Just
get the
download
email
your-
notification.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, also like
I like GameStop.
GameStop is great. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I like the stock. I like the stock.
So like I said this earlier on my stream tonight. GameStop 20 years ago, they were very clean and nice stores. Now they've turned into Kmart. They've turned into
mess.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's Kmart.
It's like a Dollar General for like kitschy like entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
It makes me miss Electronics Boutique.
Oh, no one called it that though. They
EB.
called it
It was
EB.
EB.
Yeah.
I missed the competition. Like they had to fucking work.
The best video game store was in LA in Van Nuys called Game Dude, and it was like this independent store that sold all these used video games and then all new video games and had an arcade in it.
It's like a massive
There's a Game Dude in every state in America.
Is there really?
Yeah, they're called
something else. It's Game Guy or
it's Game Guy, Game Dude.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Game Gay.
I can go to Rogers, Arkansas tomorrow and go to a Game Dude type store.
The Game Dude was really great because I remember it was one of those. I walked in and it was like there was a counter for every console. It was like, oh, what are you into? Well, here's the Nintendo counter. Here's the Sega counter. Here's the TurboGrafx 16
so
counter.
good, dude.
And then you're like, oh, I need do you want a new copy or do you want a used copy? So you want like a beat up used copy or one that like is
and
gonna
TurboGrafx 16 was such a cheap console because all it was two 8-bit processors soldered in instead of a 16-bit processor. They lied
like
to
a
you.
Nintendo. Right, yeah.
A Nintendo was a 16-bit processor. TurboGrafx 16 was two 8-bit processors, like an NES instead of a Super NES. Those bastards.
So
but
what
the Dreamcast was the shit.
The Dreamcast is still hands down the greatest console and the end of consoles as we know it because it was hands down the best console.
I still have a functioning Sega Dreamcast.
I went to a toy show. Hey, Savage, like in October, there's a toy show over where I live. It's gigantic. It's in Kane County, Illinois.
Go
You
on.
would come over and hang out. I almost bought a couple Dreamcasts at this show. They're like, the problem is when they have the Dreamcast, there's no games at their booth. I need some games. I need some Dreamcast games.
I got a stack of games too, and they all were like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. What is it? The BMX guy. It was like Mike Amira or Mike. I
know who you're talking about.
Mike O'Malley, Mike O'Meara, or something like that. BMX.
Panzer Dragoon.
Dude,
We can't consider PlayStation 2 a great library because it's missing Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, which are the greatest Star Wars video games of all time. And also, the PlayStation 2 was just disappointing because all the good games on PlayStation 2 were also on the Xbox 360. I'm sorry.
So
PlayStation 1 though, close second to the Dreamcast.
And I had Halo on the Xbox 360. So
yeah, that's good, dude. That's
the
good.
original Halo.
The PlayStation 1 though was better than the Nintendo 64. I don't care what anyone says. It had worse graphics and better games because Final Fantasy 7.
Let's get to your article because we might go on forever.
You don't what?
We might. So Star Wars Outlaws have I mean the trailer's been out for a while now, I believe.
It's been out for a while. Well, we had Az and Eric July watched the gameplay trailer and had many emotional reactions that I think weren't necessarily accurate or fair. So we could watch the trailer if you guys want. So this game, here's my big thing, and I'll just go right into it. I'm gonna not play this. I love Star Wars video games because I think that the Star Wars world has still the only movies to ever do the Star Wars universe justice is Empire Strikes Back. Every other movie has kind of fallen short from the potential that Star Wars is, even though I'll watch anything that's Star Wars because I absolutely love the world, because the world is so intriguing. Like Mandalorian is probably a close second.
I watch it all. I watch everything regardless.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch is so good.
Yeah. The Bad Batch. I just love the Star Wars universe. Yeah. Sorry, Savage. You get. Oh
no, go on, brother.
Front mission. Front mission 3 is the best front mission. Okay, so. My issue with the new like Star Wars Survivor and Star Wars Outcast is that it's very much, it's just Uncharted. All it is an Uncharted video game in the Star Wars universe. And BTM, my biggest issue, I don't know how you feel about this because you love Fallout. And I love Fallout, but I love video games that let me make my own character, pick, like, kind of customize how I'm gonna fight, what kind of skills I'm gonna have, and then just unleash me into an open world. And that's why I like Fallout 3 and New Vegas better than Fallout 1 and 2. I mean, which Fallout 1 and 2 give you that kind of, but there's a little bit more of an open world with, you know, with the newer games, right?
Yeah, sure.
And that's what I like. That's why I like Knights of the Old Republic.
More RAM, you can do a lot more, right?
Yeah. And I think Knights of the Old Republic kind of fails because it's always a game on rails, kind of, but you still can wander and kind of do your own thing. And
they give you the feel, like right. But
it's maybe a lie.
Great. Kotar or whatever is a great story for Star Wars. I mean, it's fun.
You get to play as one of the greatest Star Wars villains, heroes of all time, and no one knows about because I've only seen the movies. Revan,
right?
Like, dude, come on,
dude. N64 Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. There's a few N64 games that are in the catalog that occasionally you're like, wait, what? I mean, obviously Mario Kart, 64 kind of changed the game for like racing things and whatnot. But
okay, there's too many comments being fired at me, Savage. Too many comments. Okay, number one. The greatest wrestling video game of all time was on the Dreamcast and on the Sega Saturn, and it was called Super Fire Pro G Wrestling.
Oh man, yeah.
From Japan, and you had to get your Dreamcast chip. You had to solder a chip into your Dreamcast to play this game, and it was hands down the greatest wrestling game of all time. Super Fire Pro G Wrestling. You need to find out about it. Hands down. However, HK47. Bro. You don't even know the magic because, like, Kotar 1, Knights of the Old Republic 1, Savage, introduces you to HK47, the greatest droid character in all of Star Wars lore.
Bloop.
No.
Hunter Killer.
Assassin droid.
A Hunter
and then
Killer.
you play Knights of the Old Republic 2, which has a weaker plot, but gives you more HK47, and you're just like, why has this not become a movie? And I don't even know what's wrong with Hollywood.
No, that's very interesting because, I mean, there really is a lot more interesting stories with although the droids thing, we kind of like mock the Star Wars droid series and whatnot, but it could be pretty amazing if you feature like an assassin droid as like the lead character. There's your DEI hire. He's not even biological. Suck it, Trebek.
I think I don't want to ever talk to Uncapped again because
oh my gosh, please talk to him again though.
You were completely wrong. Super Fire Pro G Wrestling is not the greatest wrestling video game of all time.
He likes N64's virtual.
Hey, don't get him started. He will dominate this chat. He will He will because it's funny as hell when you watch on camera. Like, oh shit, he's on a roll because he knows a lot of shit.
He
dude.
does, but he's wrong about that because he says gameplay. But no, the sprite animation is on par. You get every wrestler ever on the planet. All you have to do is like spend the time to rename them all. You get the WWF, you get WCW, you get freaking Japan, you get
Japanese and luchadors. Did you get?
God, what was the one where the guy, the freaking where Mankind came from? The really ECW, you get ECW, you get UFC fighters. Come on, bro. Everyone. And then you make your own wrestler?
Did you ever play like any of the JRPGs?
Oh yeah, dude. Final Fantasy VII is the greatest JRPG. And then Chrono Trigger is the next.
You ever play any of the Dark Cloud games?
I did. Dark Cloud 2. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad game.
Fun. Just fun game.
Yeah, not
Dark
bad.
Cloud 1 and 2.
Never played 1, but 2 was good.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of them on the PlayStation, dude. They just kept flooding the market with them.
Like
Wild Arms, Star Ocean, all that stuff. I played
what's the
all
definitive
those.
What's the definitive like style difference to make it like a JRPG?
So, well,
they come
traditionally it's
I know,
of,
but when I'm just looking at it, like what's like, oh, that's totally like a
well,
JRPG.
actually BTM probably had a better answer than I would.
Is there a stylistic?
Go ahead.
No. You're gonna Shining Force 2?
Because I mean, almost any time I'm looking at a piece of animation, like you can be like, oh, that's definitely like a Japanese. But like, is the game
the characters, like, man? The characters on the cases, they're very, very obviously a Japanese version of an RPG. And you buy this game back in the day for like, remember games were like $40 or $35 or whatever, and you bring it home and you're like, Chrono Trigger, what the hell is this? And next thing you know, you're like 20 hours and you're like, God, please don't stop.
20? Try 160, and then you've done all the endings.
No, your first 20 hours, you're like, I'm gonna keep going. This shit's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good game.
You get Dark Cloud 2, just so much. It was just like a wild west of video games that the Japanese were just coming out with. I mean, we were doing it too, but we were making stuff like Crazy Taxi. We were making
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, remember that? We're making.
Look at that. That's so cool. I'm not familiar with this. Crazy Taxi. I am familiar with. I'm not familiar with this. I love this animation style. It
was the same artist that did why am I spacing? I got the toys right over here. Goku. Dragon Ball Z. It's the same artist that did I like the art design or the character design for Dragon Ball Z. Did this.
Unpopular opinion. I like this better.
Oh no, Western RPGs are much better than JRPGs.
This is so cool.
However,
no, I like this better than Goku or what.
Oh no, yeah, the character design in this probably, I would say I love Final Fantasy VII because it's such a time vampire. And if I had to choose between the two, I actually honestly I probably would pick Chrono Trigger because I love Final Fantasy VII, like absolutely love Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
Chrono Trigger, the character design, like it's like neck and neck, man. It's like
Is the character design is it as good as this?
Better. It's better. It's much better.
Is it as good as this?
It's sorry, Amoeba. It's better. It's better. It's just so fun, man. You got Frog and
how great does this cover look like with the color scheme we got going on? Oh my gosh.
Amoeba did such a great job. And if you guys don't know who Amoeba is, she's in the chat. She's one of our mods. She's an amazing artist. She did the back cover on my comic book, which you should buy. You should buy Silence Do Good. We got the white version. Yeah. We got the black version. And then both you'll get her art. And then we got issue 2 now. Issue 2 cover it's not bad. It's not bad. It's, if you don't know how to draw women, you like the cover. It's not bad. You know, and the back cover is really good because it's an homage. It's an homage.
Ooh, Vertigo.
And you can, yeah, exactly. You know, it's good stuff.
Love me some Vertigo, man.
Hitchcock was so far beyond his time. The guy knew so much about just visual imagery and the psychology behind it. It was staggering.
Rear
So
Window.
Amoeba has
Bird, all
read
that
issue
stuff.
2, and she says it's 2's soccer. Is so freaking. I don't.
Issue 2's so freaking amazing. I don't know what Soaker, but it's Soaker.
I don't know what Soaker is.
Issue 2's Soaker is.
We do have a chat from Jim Tells You. He says, my godlike review just went live along with a 1-minute short. My sounds do good. Will be ready in a day or two.
Oh,
well, I look forward to reading, hearing about that. And everyone should go check out Jim Tells You's channel. If we have time, maybe we'll watch it later. He does a review of John Malin's Godlike, which was, it was crapped upon by some people who I think are just bitter. And then other people really like it because but the thing about John Malin is he's a good writer and a good artist.
And you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, honestly, I do like his laissez-faire attitude of go fuck yourself.
Yeah, me too. Like, he even names his streams. This is a stupid stream. Don't watch. Like, and he gets 6,000 people to watch. Like, what the fuck?
Well, no, I mean, I love John Bailey because he's unabashedly pro Rob Liefeld, which is controversial because I love Rob Liefeld too. Rob Liefeld was a big, giant inspiration to me. I actually wish I could draw as good as Rob Liefeld, and he gets a lot of crap for, whatever. And I haven't been able to draw every day of my life up. I've only been able to do that the last 6 months. And the last 6 months, I've seen how much better I get. So I can't wait to be able to do it. But Rob Liefeld was a giant inspiration to me. I don't know why people hate on him because he was one of the best comic artists who visually, storytelling wise, just the visual aspect of his storytelling.
Did he go woke? Did he do some, did he piss off Az and Gary one day and the whole
I think he went a little woke the last couple of years, but he grew up in Orange County and was kind of Republican for the long time.
Yeah.
Never really a political guy. And Savage sums it up best.
Anyway, who? What?
Anyway.
I got records to sell, goddammit. Quit talking about comics. What are you talking about?
You know what? We're going to skip past the Star Wars. Let's talk about White Vision.
Oh, hold on. I had some of that action. Also, oh man, that was something else. So anyway, honestly, it's thoughtless. So Paul Bettany's MCU return after WandaVision sparks mass outrage as Marvel disappoints its fans over diversity claims.
Oh, fuck them.
So Paul Bettany's the upcoming series sparked debate among fans over its title, which many claimed lacks diversity. The title, not the show, the title of the show lacks diversity.
Okay. So it's because the title of the show is White Vision.
Can I get? Oh, I was going to be White Supremacists Rule England. That was the name of the show. It's
just White Vision, which is a literal version of it, like because Vision's is an AI program inside of a body. Like if you haven't seen WandaVision, I'm sorry, spoilers. You should have already seen it. WandaVision, actually, I didn't mind it. I actually thought it was pretty entertaining
for about 5 episodes. And then it got really weird. Like
it got a little weird, but I like it. Honestly, out of all the Marvel series, it's the best one.
I like
watchable. Yeah.
It really it did a bunch of things that made me 100% go, whoa, wait a minute. What does this mean?
It was fun.
In the Marvel universe. Yeah. And I actually dug a little deeper because it made me want to figure out who, and then understanding who the what's her name was, the witch, and then incorporating other characters who then came in, and it was like, oh, okay, this is an interesting series. And it was super tongue-in-cheek because a bunch of it was very much like as if you're on a set of a television show. and they were mocking being on a set of a television show as they're shooting.
It was Roseanne and Married with Children. It was
so it was fascinating to watch them do this, and they did it at a very high level. It wasn't just like, oh, good, but it was.
And then you found out they were all her fucking prisoner.
Yeah. And she became the villain, and then she became the villain because Scarlet Witch actually becomes the villain. But really quick, just so you guys know, if you don't want to be clean shaven like Paul Bettany as White Vision, and you want to be more like Wolverine and be have a beautiful beard like Savage does, you should try Savage's Beard Balm, which is linked by the Baron, because I'm going to tell you guys, it actually will. It's really good leather treatment, so it'll condition your leather, condition your elbows, and also make your beard nice and
I like
Savage has Beard Balm.
Savage has Beard Balm, dude, and it's really nice. It smells good too. It smells really good.
Does it work on your pubes? Because I don't have a beard.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have pubes, so.
Okay, well, I don't have a beard. You don't have pubes, so we're good. They're great.
When people ask, they're like, "Oh, does the carpet match the drapes?" I'm like, "Oh, I installed hardwood years ago." Man,
yeah.
Exactly 7 years ago when I met this hot chick that wanted me. Yeah.
All right. So,
but enough about me.
Let's scroll down though, because I remember.
Here's the fans are going wild over a post that shared a confirmation that
are they fans or are they just detractors?
Random humans who happen to have accounts that they log into and make comments with.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, I'm actually not. Let's go ahead and back this all up.
Like, how many bot accounts are doing
so
this?
People are like, they cannot go with that title. The internet is already overflowing with jokes.
What's wrong with white? It's a color. It's a freaking color, guys.
Honestly, she's not wrong. The internet is already overflowing with jokes. Like, this is actually a good statement. This is not necessarily in, oh my dear Lord, I did not want anything to do with that. Hold on. So I get it, but at the same time, you're like, can we rework the title? It's like, do we need to?
He's literally white.
This is who he is.
I mean,
right?
He's white.
It's White Vision, right?
I mean,
maybe they could call him Eggshell White.
Eggshell white with a hint of satin. What's the finish? Satin or gloss or
flat?
Yeah.
Matte.
Flat. Matte.
Okay. Yeah.
Matte. Okay.
Matte.
Almost.
You don't ever want matte. That
almost
just
a
means you're
chalk
poor.
finish.
The chalk.
Chalky. Yeah.
Well, he's murdered
clear vision, but he's not clear. He's opaque, and he's white opaque. So
murdered
How
out.
about internet, shut the fuck up. Like, really?
Well, remember Power Rangers back in the early 90s, Yeah. So they had the Green Ranger and the Pink Ranger and the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger.
All
pink power, red power, green power, black power, blue power. And then when the Green Ranger was like, "Oh, now I'm the White Ranger," they're like, "We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore.
Not gonna do that."
Is this the same thing? Is that what that is? Because you can't say White Vision anymore?
Like do you here's the thing. Who's Travis Cody? I don't know who this certified individual is. This guy.
Well, I mean, I'm certified in
but being
I'm certified too.
Like, what is it? Tell me what it is about being Travis Cody that makes you think that this title needs to be that someone needs to be fired.
Yeah, that's just
it's the character. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, maybe let's look beyond like just the 100% billboard words that are being thrown at your face, and maybe like think about it for a second. Oh wait, Black Panther. Oh my God, he better not be black. Oh, that's so offensive. Oh wait, that's the character's name. Oh,
I know. Like, come on, it's literally the color.
Nah, he's our white knight. Yeah, he's going to save white America by not offending the entire white race. Let's change the channel so that the white people are safe from all the bigotry out there. This is terrible. Like, I can't stand this shit. Like, hey, Again, if
ridiculous.
you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. And guess what? Disney might make a different choice next time. But I don't have a problem with the show because it's is it not comic accurate, guys? Like
It's actually very comic accurate because if you watched WandaVision, you go, oh yeah,
right.
It's the resurrected body of Vision and his resurrected artificial intelligence.
That show is so layered, and you have to watch it to even remotely understand it because you can't even just be like, "Oh, previously on WandaVision." Like that show is thick, and there's so much nuance to it. Not only from like a very meta kind of film standpoint and television standpoint, but also from the Marvel standpoint. It's just absolutely crazy.
Andrew Rowland says, if we can't call him White Vision, then we can't have Black Panther or Black Lightning.
No,
And Andrew Rowland, we really do need to get the link to your comic book so we can promote it here on the show too. Please DM that to me. Give me the link so we can throw it down there. And the link, because he's got a manga animation that's got voice acting and all kinds of stuff.
And a book.
You guys need to
He's
check
got
it
a book
out.
now,
And
too.
If you need any additional voice acting,
Can we say Yellow Flash? Oh, if you need additional voice acting, Andrew Rowland, Savage is available for hire and damn good.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Is he Vic Mignogna good? Because that's what we got on the book.
Vic Mignogna, you keep that forked tongue behind your teeth, young man. All right.
But can we say Yellow Flash anymore? Or is that going to be offensive?
Yeah, as long as you don't say Yarrow Frash.
Yellow Flash?
If you say Yellow Flash with love, you're fucking canceled. If you say Yellow Flash is trash,
I can't say the Red Baron anymore or the Red Skull because
the Red
that
Baron,
might be offensive.
you absolutely can say the Red Baron and the Red Skull. Those are both valid things. That's the name of the character. What are you talking about?
Well, they're also comic colors, so all of your socialist friends will like it.
Oh my gosh!
Can you say Green Lantern? Who's that going to offend? The Tree Huggers? Like we might offend the Tree Huggers.
Man.
Green Lantern, Red Lantern, Yellow Lantern.
You know what? I was now that
White Lanterns with their white power. Wait, what?
Would they promote them more? Because I've got solar farms going up in every cornfield in Illinois, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing to the cornfields? We're turning them into solar panels
and cooking birds while you're at it.
We definitely don't need any more cornfields, though. By the way, we definitely don't need more cornfields. This government subsidy with corn is a little ridiculous.
It's kind of retarded.
I love farmers, and they 100% deserve to get money from their land. And if turning it into actual power and feeding that back into the system does it, that's totally
But
great.
how about we don't import food from China and just pay farmers for their food?
I was going to pay $60,000 to get solar panels put on my house. You know what they said? It'll take about 10 years before you start making money back from the grid.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, more like that. 20. Ma says can't call a spade anymore because that might be racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Baron says it's creepy, and we agree, Baron, and we agree. However, again, it's all in the comics because there's nothing wrong with White Vision. And if you have a problem with White Vision, you're probably racist because you're turning something that's not a race-related thing into race. And because you're obsessing about race, you are racist because the only people that obsess about race or care about someone's race is a racist.
There was a great show in the 70s called White Knight. And it was a white basketball coach at a LA high school of all black high school basketball players.
That's racist.
And it had Ken Wright, who was a good actor.
So unrealistic.
Never happened.
It was the most realistic thing. Like the black teachers didn't want to teach in that fucking neighborhood. Like, so, and he's coaching basketball. And of course, they've remember Good Times? Like Good Times, there was this little like weird stuff going on in those shows, but The White Shadow. Sorry. See, Uncapped, always correcting.
Dude,
I hate you so much.
He's sometimes wrong, though. Sometimes wrong when it comes to wrestling video games. He's totally incorrect.
Let me have my moment because nobody knows that show but me and you. Uncapped. Salty and Savage are going, what are you talking about? The White Shadow.
What's that? Is that the White Shadow over there? I couldn't see.
It's just as racist as the White Vision.
Well,
probably.
Yes.
I mean, you know what? I was just thinking, like, we really got to get some diversity on this show. Guys.
You know what is a racist movie? We should talk about all the racist movies of the 80s because Hoosiers is racist. Hoosiers is racist.
So much. Does that work? Is that diversity enough? Oh, I want to rub your beard. Oh, you're so handsome.
I am not out of my element. I will dominate you.
Oh my God.
I will actually put you in a jackknife power bomb, bro.
Oh my God.
Boom.
I don't think you could do it.
I think Salty's like 5'6", so I'm not scared.
God. He's not.
I'm really not.
He's not 5'6".
I'm taller than Savage.
But it's very funny. Are you taller than me? You might be like an inch.
I am. I'm taller than you, man.
Yeah,
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, he's an inch taller than me.
Okay. Come to me when you hit 6'3", little boy.
I'm 6 foot with legs that will destroy you because they're big and beefy. Big and beefy.
Savage, you know why he says he's 6 foot? So he could actually be like some member of that 666 club, because that's what 5'11" guys do. I'm 6 foot.
I'm not part of the 666 club. I'm sorry, man.
I'm part of the 5'10" and a half club that just says 5'11".
I'm not.
If you're an inch taller than him and he's 5'10" and a half, you're 5'11" and a half. You're 6 foot with a ball cap.
No, but I also had like much more hair than he did. So
Salty, I would actually probably break a hip if I took a bump. Maybe. I don't know.
If you took a bump, Coke? You haven't taken bumps in years. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say, like a bump of Coke. Of course, you might break a hip.
Oh, dude, no. I might break a hip. I might break a rib. Andrew Campbell actually would be the one person to make me break a rib because he makes me laugh all the time.
That's really funny.
I know he's unbelievable.
That's pretty funny. Tuck your chin, kid. All right. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg. Hey, and by the way, don't forget. Hold on. Where are we at?
I remember when you guys first started, like your first few episodes, it was like an hour long only. What happened to that?
We decided to go 3 hours because it was more fun.
Talking. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like your 3 hours is your cutoff now. It's not like unlimited like BTM. Like you just
no, because we got to go to bed. We got
what do you got to go to bed for?
Got to wake up in the morning and work.
Dude, don't forget Gangster, Salty, and Savage show shirts.
Look, I'm a woman. I'm the first diversity hire on the Salty and Savage POD. It's true.
The pod. Is it a pod? It's like I was trying to explain. I'm like, well, it's not really. Is it a podcast? It's more like it's kind of just like a stream. And then I was like, no, you can't just say it's a stream. That sounds weird. What is it? It's just a gathering, an internet gathering of the mass.
She's all, let me explain to you old ass dumbasses who will break your hip if you get a bump. A podcast, guys. Podcast.
It's the pod. It's the podcast, guys.
Just saying. I probably would break my hip if I got a bump.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
It's not inaccurate there, guys.
Okay. So we did the top 5. We explained how Liam Hemsworth would be a super good Wolverine, and it would be an excellent film tie-in for him to fight his brother Thor in a comic tie-in film by Marvel, and that might not actually suck. Mm-hmm. What else do we have to talk about? Because I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Ben Affleck was going to be Hulk Hogan. Which is like, what happened with our poll? Where's our poll at?
Our poll. I got. So our poll so far, Chris Hemsworth in the lead with 43%.
What?
Chris Pratt in second, which you're all wrong. Chris Pratt is actually better. At 26%, John Cena in at 17%, and people are voting for the DEI hire. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at 13%.
I don't want to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson anything else ever again. I picked Pratt.
Pratt actually is the right choice. I'm disappointed in you, chat, because you got to remember it's all about the gravitas, and Chris Hemsworth is good, but I think that Chris Pratt could play the Terry, whatever the last name, Balila. You always correct me, Savage. Balia better than but dude, I loved Hulk Hogan so much when I was a kid. When he got, so there was a time in the WWF where Tugboat or became Earthquake because they were tag team partners. Like remember Tugboat and Hulk Hogan. I don't remember if you remember this BTM. I was really big into wrestling for a long time. So Tugboat became Earthquake and then betrayed Hulk Hogan. And then one of the wrestling matches, Earthquake did his shattering Earthquake move and broke Hulk Hogan's spine. And I was so devastated as a kid. I wrote Hulk Hogan a letter and he sent me back a printed postcard.
And he was like, "Hey kid, don't be gay.
Don't be a homosexualist."
Fake. Yeah, it's like, don't be stupid.
Dude, I loved wrestling. What are you talking? I was like 5 or 6 or 7, like 7 years old when that happened.
Dude, Earthquake, and then got together with Typhoon, and they became the natural disasters.
Yeah.
What's that movie or that show where they said, "I told you not to be stupid, you moron"?
Yeah, that was me.
Life.
I thought wrestling was real up until about 10 years old. But then later on,
I saw Hulk at the Trump rally, and he was unbelievable, dude.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
Hulk Hogan is ridiculous, dude.
I got a shirt from that. I got a shirt from that convention,
dude.
I wear it. I wore it on a stream. Like
we've been watching him for years as an entertaining, muscle-bound wrestler, and his hubris and I mean the aura around the guy knows no bounds. I mean, honestly, we loved him so much for so long, but he's just he is. It does seem like he's a little wacky these days.
No, absolutely not. No.
I hear what you guys are saying.
No,
he is a little wacky. He's
incorrect. Look at him. Look at him in the Make America's 80s Again shirt. Look at that.
That is the best thing that he's done all week. That is. I'm not going to lie.
You guys need to buy this shirt. Make America 80s Again.
Is it got cut off? Is it cut off like that?
Dude, that is
You make your own cutoffs. What are you talking about? You make your own cutoffs.
What do you mean? You grab the sleeve and you rip it off.
Come on. Like, you do know, like, Eric July's next collection is fucking tank tops.
That is the greatest.
Yeah, but you can't get a better cutoff or shirt than this right here, guys. Make America 80s
but I will
Again.
say,
Eric July's next.
I have a shirt with this image printed on it with the real shirt. So in my 10 miles from where I live, Savage, there is a Trump store.
Okay.
All Trump products.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I've lived here for a long time. And after he got shot, I was like, well, let me stop at the store. And I was like, well, I just spent $150 on a bunch of t-shirts and hats and stuff.
But here's the
question. I bought a projector that says Trump 2024. So my wife got it on the porch and it's just illuminating against the house every night. Trump 2024.
Go back into that store though and see how many of those products are made in like Taiwan.
Oh, I do. Well, hey,
don't care. It's small town America.
If you're mad about it, blame Mitt Romney.
The day I showed up, the UPS guy was there, and the girls in the shop were bitching because they just had 15 boxes come in yesterday of Trump stuff. Like, we haven't unpacked it yet. And the UPS guy shows up when I'm shopping, and he goes, "I got another 18 boxes." Like, oh my God, there's so much stuff.
Oh my God.
This is a small town in Illinois, and they just never have shut down. Like, they just keep selling Trump all day long.
Hey, man, if it bleeds, it leads, right?
Andrew Campbell says, after Hulk's promo, I was so fired up that I wanted to get to the first flight to Mexico, jump the border, and vote.
Damn right.
What? And that vote would have counted in California, sir, or Georgia, Georgia.
That's so good.
And maybe we would accept it.
Maybe Illinois.
Because we love Australia at the Salty and Savage Show. We love you, Australia.
What do you guys think about Vance?
Be in Australia.
What do you think about JD Vance?
Oh, wow.
Savage is always incorrect. He has the worst political instincts on the face of the earth.
Do I?
JD Vance.
I have great people instincts. Maybe not political, but I got great people instincts.
JD Vance is less creepy than Tim Waltz.
Well, we're not. Are we comparing?
That's the two people brought it against each other. So that's what you gotta do.
I wasn't comparing.
Tim Waltz would not. I mean, JD Vance would not have been my choice.
Those guys are not
have been
running
my
against
choice.
each other. Those guys are just independently stuck along by like a
But-
hook lure.
Here's the thing: JD Vance has a really interesting backstory and appeals to a lot of working class blue collar people. So I get the choice.
Do you though?
Not the one that I wanted.
How does he help Trump get more votes though? Because Trump's already going to get those votes.
I don't know what's going on.
I think he's the nobody candidate that doesn't detract from Trump. Like he's not drawing any attention away. He's a nobody candidate. He's easily just a blank slate. And they're like kind of like what's his name was?
Hey, Amoeba Artstorm, our DEI hire, says JD Vance is awesome.
hire.
Do you think Trump brought him on because he's not gonna be a Mike Pence? For him?
I think so. I think that he's got a pair of a set on him.
He'll toe the line.
The thing about I think the thing about JD Vance is that he cares way more about the American working class than any Republican right now, other than like Rand Paul or you know, like, and you don't need Rand Paul because you're going to get to Kentucky. So when
there's that 50-50 Senate vote, he's not going to be wishy-washy. He's going to go down there and vote Trump and win the fucking vote for Trump's side. I mean, I think that's I don't think he's going to play like
I don't like Republicans. So I'm just like, when you think about Republicans that you can pick, I'm like, do I want forever wars, sending more jobs to China, more wishy-washy, spineless fucking asshattery, or do I want someone that actually cares about the working class, blue collar workers of America?
But he's also a guy that was a fucking Silicon Valley guy for a while. So
he's a Silicon Valley guy that came up from
nothing.
Nothing, you know. So
he's Bill Clinton, dude. He's Bill Clinton.
I liked Vivek, so I was like,
he's Bill Clinton.
He's not really Bill Clinton though, because Bill Clinton is a Democrat.
Came from nothing.
Yeah, but he's a Democrat.
No, dude. Bill Clinton
came from nothing and banged everything.
And made his way as a Rhodes Scholar, all that stuff. And then became the youngest governor ever in Arkansas. Had that for 3 terms or whatever. And then I was at his fucking announcement speech in Little Rock the day he did it. Me and my dad worked together.
Whoa.
We went to lunch. We go outside and we worked right next to the Capitol in Little Rock. Bill Clinton's giving a speech. He goes, "I'm running for president." I looked at my dad and I said, "This motherfucker is not going to win anything. He can't even speak proproperly." 9 months
but you know why Bill Clinton ended up being a good president?
Because he listened to Newt Gingrich in the second term.
That's right, baby. Because the Democrats are kind of retarded. Anyway, let's talk.
But he also balanced the budget.
Well, no. The budget is always controlled by the House.
But
that was Newt Gingrich.
He didn't do a bunch of bullshit to not let them.
No, he listened. He basically was a yes man to Newt Gingrich. Hence why we had and everyone thinks that Bill Clinton was a good president. Because he listened to Newt Gingrich.
He worked with people, dude. Like nobody works with anybody anymore. Nobody. They all like each other personally, but they drive all this fucking hate just to piss us off.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Can we watch a video?
Sure.
Wow. What do you want?
Because we still got still got a lot of people watching. If you're on X, we wish that you would come over to you know, and YouTube's,
and he killed a guy.
Many
guys.
But I would love it if I could actually, besides this,
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears.
which is one of the greatest 80s cartoons of all time. However, I would love to sell my comic book for real quick. You guys could check out the link.
Sell the comic book.
I have a comic book. It is called Silence Do Good. It is about a young teenage Benjamin Franklin who travels through time, gets caught in a VR program run by an artificial intelligence that thinks it's God. And
Can you tell the chat who Benjamin Franklin is? Because I think a lot of people are young and they didn't get this.
Everyone should know. You're gonna see a Benjamin Franklin that's not the old crotchety bald guy with the long
that
hair
was
in the
banging
back.
everybody in Paris for years. Yeah, that guy.
After his wife died.
Yes.
Yeah, so not that guy, the young guy before he got married, before he did all the great things. We get to see a different side of Benjamin Franklin, and it's really, really fun. And
Is
I
there
have a
nudity?
trailer. Well, no nudity. It's an all ages comic book for your kids, but it's entertaining and there's a lot of violence. But good violence.
Yes, there is. I like it.
All right. So we're going to watch it.
Yes.
Love it every time.
Ben Franklin got so high he forgot to become president, but he became president of Pennsylvania, postmaster general, inventor, scientist, lots of things, printer. He was
thought leader.
Thought leader. He is and British loyalist. Super interesting. Silence Do Good is a book that you will love and you will like and have fun reading because we like to make sure that we integrate the history, but also play with
Entertainment.
Basically, if you are over woke Doctor Who, because let's be honest, Doctor Who being taken over by Disney is just straight garbage. And you still want something that's fun, energetic, exciting, and you get to like do a romp through time and space. You're gonna like this book.
Who made your trailer?
I will not say the name because he still is working in Hollywood, and we are controversial on this show, and I don't want to, But
it's one of the better trailers for comics, dude.
Yeah, so he does trailers for a living. I used to work at a company called Trailer Park, and we did movie trailers. And he is one of those
very
guys.
well. It's cut very well. I actually applied. It's funny enough. Now that we're talking about this, it just hit me. I applied for Trailer Park, and it was one of the only as a like a trailer producer or something. It was one of the only places that actually got back to me. I was like, what?
Amoeba Art Storm has
not
words.
Wrong.
Has
not
words. Wrong. Dude, I know you're old. And I think she's talking to you, BTM, or me.
No, she's talking to all of us.
Not all people born in the 90s are brainlet, toadstool, weed heads. It's true, because Amoeba is not. Amoeba is married. Amoeba is pro 2A. Amoeba is awesome and an amazing. She is the one. Actually, BTM, you love Amoeba's artwork because it's right there on the back of the cover.
Of course I do.
Yeah, you do.
Just because I'm making a joke of me, but give me a break.
My gosh. We're going to hold you to this, BTM.
Sorry, and I interrupted Savage because I was like, I love Amoeba, and anytime she talks, I'm always like, what? Amoeba said something. Sorry, Savage.
No, but I was gonna say what's the fun thing is Silence. Who is Silence Do Good?
Right.
And Silence Do Good is a pen name that Benjamin Franklin used when he was like a 12-year-old boy.
16.
Was he 16? I thought he was 16. Was he 16? Okay, so
16.
At 16, he's a very young man, but he was so smart. He wrote under a pen name of like an old woman. Was it an old woman?
A widow. She was a widow, and she was in her, I believe, in her 60s. And it was, yes,
Yeah,
Continue.
and because his I believe his
of
older
course, yes.
brother worked for the newspaper, and the whole thing was that he was kind of just messing. It was like an early prank phone call. He was messing with his brother by writing like poetry.
He was
and
the
prose.
original troll on Twitter.
It's
His
so
brother
great.
owned the newspaper. Ben Franklin was the apprentice of the newspaper, and he was doing so. The apprentice was the devil's hand, which was basically the guy that set all the lead blocks. And he was 16 setting all the lead blocks, and he wanted to write for his brother's newspaper. And he's like, "You're 16. What are you going to write about?" So he started to slip notes underneath his brother's the door of the newspaper.
Physical letters, yeah.
And physical. Well, obviously physical letters because it was
Remember, folks,
1722.
he didn't type this or something like that. He
That
wrote it.
entire history lesson actually makes an appearance in Silence Dogood at the back of the book, because every comic of Silence Dogood actually has a 3-paragraph 4th grade level history lesson.
4th grade level.
Now, your dad's a part of this for you, Salty, right?
My father is a historian, and so he writes the history lessons out there in the back for the kids. I learn a lot. I know a lot because my dad always teaches me everything, and then we've read a lot. But yeah, my father not only writes the lessons of the history, but he also helps with all the historical, making
it flow.
Accuracy.
Right, sure.
The accurate. Yeah.
Was he
trans? No, he wasn't.
He's transatlantic.
You know what time it is, though? Oh, I wonder
What
how
time is
BTM's gonna
it?
feel about this one, guys.
Wait, what? Record of the week. That's right.
What is the record of the week?
The record of the week this week is a little more modern. It's a little more modern, but not too modern. It's a modern-esque band that maybe some of the kids will know.
90s kids.
They
yes.
yeah,
yes, BTM.
I'm just asked for
because
Amoeba. I just want to make sure that
Amoeba's
not part of it.
Not from the 90s, but 90 kids will probably know because they got a little older. And this was a mildly influential album for the time. Wow, that was hot.
Yeah.
Who did that bumper?
Who did that bumper?
Oh, man.
Oh, that would be Uncapped Turtle did that bumper, because Uncapped Turtle does all of our graphics for this show, which is highly produced and probably one of the better YouTube shows this late at night, everybody.
Just
saying.
Probably one of the better shows. The album of the week this week is The Strokes.
Last night you said
The Strokes. Is this it?
that album is so good.
This album is amazing. This particular copy, a limited
2007
edition.
No,
that
is earlier.
When is it? No, it's it doesn't have it on the back. I can actually I can't scan it because I don't have my phone, but I'm trying to remember. It's more no, it's more of like, isn't it like 2008, 2009 or something like that? Hold on a second.
No, dude, it is like
It's a
2002.
It's a 2001. Sorry, it's a 2001
October
album.
1st. Yeah,
My bad.
2001.
I was
Okay.
like, what? So it has like title tracks. Is this it? And then of course, Last Night and The Modern Age are both incredible tracks. They're not like mixing a genre or anything, but their production and just the way that they produce this grungy, gritty, crunchy rock music is just absolutely so good. It's like melodic and poetic, kind of like in the background somehow. But the Julian Casablancas, the lead singer, the effects that he uses on his voice are just so good. He nails, like, his voice is the band.
Andrew Campbell says, I don't listen to anything after 95. Well, I will say, my friend, as someone who is as much of a music snob as you are and would actually agree with this sentiment for the most part, this would be an album. And this is why we picked it. Actually, one of the reasons why we picked it, Andrew Campbell, was because it is one of the few modern albums. And I say modern because it's like 2000 that is worth exploring, listening to, and enjoying, because it is really good. It is really good.
Yeah,
Have you guys brought up the White Stripes on this show before?
Because I don't like the White Stripes.
I was just going to
Really?
mention. I was just going to mention Jack White because it's kind of like there's a unique sound that they have, like as if that they're like just a 2-person kind of band. That's not what they are.
Yeah.
But it's that same kind of like gritty,
but better,
gritty, like funky in your face kind of rock that Jack White and whatnot did. Interestingly enough, Jack White just dropped an album that he didn't tell anybody he was going to drop. Being an owner of a record store, we happened to know it was coming out, and we were sworn to secrecy. It just dropped the other day, and we got copies of it. And it's a limited edition. It's called No Name, and the tracks are ripping. It is a great album. It's just a completely like a blue.
I'm gonna have to listen to it. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
It's really good, but it's on vinyl. It is very expensive.
I love the Strokes. I love Jack White. I love him in the Racketeers. That's him and his sister or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Racketeers. It's a number of people, a number of great musicians. But even his, he did one of his solo albums that he paired with. It was a dual album, so it was an album of his tracks where he did some old school blues tracks and some original tracks, and then the other ones were a bunch of blues tracks that inspired him through the years from like the original artists. So because he now has his Third Man Records, he has the ability to kind of like go back, and if he can get copies of stuff, he can repress things, and he can work with companies and historical, like he's doing
also
things.
Made some really wild albums. They're like, what the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. I love how all over the place he is. And the Strokes have a touch of that sound like the Black Keys do, or it's like there's
but Dr. Till says Strokes are good. Interpol was my fave from the New York scene. Bro,
very good,
dude. So Dr. Till, real quick, I used to hang out at clubs. I used to promote clubs. I used to actually a little DJing at clubs back in the day. And Interpol was one of my favorite bands, one of the favorite bands that we would spin there. And then we would go back from LA to New York, and we would fly the red eye at night and then club there in Manhattan in the Village. And it was awesome, dude. And I gotta say, we might, Savage, I don't know how you feel about this, but we might actually have to have an Interpol album be one of the albums of the week, because
it's possible. I think I got one or two around. I think I have one personally.
Interpol.
Yeah.
Amoeba says, "Oh, by the way, I'm a huge Michael Naismith fan. That doesn't throw you for a loop. I don't know what will."
Right. I love it. Like, dude,
Amoeba is one of the greatest people on the face of the earth. Like literally.
All my kids love Johnny Cash because I raised them on Johnny Cash. And I don't want that to die. I want them to teach their kids about Johnny Cash because he's actually a treasure in music. Just like the original Hank Williams is a treasure, but more people need to just remind their kids of this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't let this shit die. I mean, don't let it die for some nonsense music.
I sell the Johnny Cash records, can't stay on the shelves.
No.
There's a young lady who comes in, she collects Johnny Cash. So anytime I get anything different, I usually kind of tuck it aside for her. And she's like, "Oh my God, I don't have that. Thank you.
I'll pay that $35. Yeah.
My wife always likes to remind me that somehow, some way, and maybe she'll text me and let me know, she's related to Johnny Cash. It's like I don't know.
Interesting. All right.
Although we do live a little down the road from where Johnny Cash got saved. So that's cool. And by saved, I mean rededicated his life to Jesus Christ.
My dad grew up at the same time as Johnny Cash, one town away from each other, and they would compete in high school in their bands at in the 50s and 60s. They were having these band meets with high schools, and my dad would win, Johnny Cash would win. They just fucking did this stuff, and my dad decided to join the Navy. Johnny Cash decided to pursue his career. So
well, he joined the Air Force. Johnny Cash actually did, right? And he joined the Air Force for a little bit.
For
and was
3
there.
years.
Yeah,
My
for
dad
3
joined the
years.
Navy for 26.
Oh no!
so-
Your dad decided to dedicate his life to the Navy.
yeah, he joined the Navy
Yeah.
at 18. He got out at 44. He had a retirement for the rest of his life. Met my mom in Morocco. She's French, and the rest is history. Now you got my dumb fucking ass on your channel. So it's weird how the world works out, right?
And now we're left with you.
And now we're left with you, BTM.
And my dad was much cooler than me.
Having a good, yeah, but we're still having a good time, and you know what? We'll appreciate Daddy BTM because he raised you. He did a good
can I say
job.
one more thing about like music.
Yeah,
Savage, you're a music
No,
guy,
no,
obviously.
just so everybody knows, one more time. This
Great album.
This
Great
was
album.
this was the album of the week. And hold on, we have this beautiful animation that was made for us. Hold on, what is it? I mean, that's awesome.
That's what we do here at the Salty and Savage Show. Just bring you excellence.
This is so great. So go on about some music, BTM.
Do you know Royal Blood?
Yes. Let me tell you the story.
Royal
I was
Blood.
at the Glen Helen Pavilion in Southern California at a festival that the Foo Fighters were headlining.
Yes. Okay.
The act right before the Foo Fighters were these two guys that were clearly British, and they came on and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go on," and I'm just standing out there, and it wasn't really like packed in yet. Everybody was still kind of festivaling, waiting for Foo Fighters to come on. But I was partying all day, going back and forth and listening to music, and I was making sure I was going to have a good spot. These guys came on and blew me away with a 2-person set. They did 6-7 songs. I was blown away. The next day, I went and bought both of their albums. They are fantastic.
The first time you hear it, Salty, you're like, "This is Jack White." Like you in your brain, the first song, you're like, "This is Jack White," and then you find out there's 2 people in the band. One guy plays the bass. One guy plays drums. There's no guitar player, but the bass sounds just like he's got 26 foot pedals going the whole fucking time. So if you ever watch a Royal Blood video, he's just sitting there kicking pedals all this song.
I think I've watched this with you on your stream.
This is a newer video. You got to go to the older stuff.
But nonetheless, they're super good. For me,
you got to be careful because
when I hear them, it's like they listen to CKY, Queens of the Stone Age, Jack White, and Black Keys. That was like their core. Just whenever people were just utilizing.
God, I feel old now,
dude. So these guys blew my mind, and I immediately bought both their albums, and I listened to the shit out of them. And now they have, I think they have 2 more albums since then that I haven't even had time to buy and listen to.
They're good.
They're super good.
They're like the latest album before this one here I just saw had more of a disco feel. Like it's fucking wild. Like it's really up tempo. You're like, holy shit! Like, man, I love it.
The one thing I was not expecting to happen tonight is have a conversation with BTM about Royal Blood.
I love music, man.
Dude, BTM will shock you. He will freaking come out. He's like he's wily like that. You know what I mean?
Color me absolutely pleased. I'm a huge fan.
That's why you got to come on the show, dude. We're gonna have a Rumble only stream one night. We're gonna play nothing but music videos and movies.
Oh, that would be fun.
Because they don't copyright strike you on Rumble.
Oh, that would be fun, dude.
So
could you invite both of us on that show?
That would be interesting.
We'll set it up. You guys can pick a bunch of videos that you love. The chat can go, "Hey, great choice, bad choice, whatever it is." But we're gonna do that. So
that sounds fun.
That would be really fun because then I could play all of my gay music like Morrissey.
It's okay.
Could you play some
I'm sorry.
You play some Avalon for me, please?
Play somebody whining.
Well, no, I will also play Gunship because that's an amazing band that you guys don't even know about. Okay.
No, I'm fully familiar, and Gunship is awesome. You
play some Mother Love Bone because I love me some Mother Love Bone, dude.
Mother Love Bone, okay.
Ooh, That's not
Maybe
bad.
we'll play a little.
Original grunge from Southern California, and that lead singer died way too young.
Steve
Overdosing.
and the Seagulls.
Oh, Steven Seagal. Oh,
Steve and the Seagulls.
Steven the Seagulls, not Steven Seagal.
What do you think, Savage? Like that lead singer died too young because he was talented from Mother Love Bone.
Yeah, Mother Love Bone. Yep.
We got it. You know what we should do?
Act.
You know what we should do though? We should have would be a really fun show is like on Rumble, Dr. Till, BTM, the two of us.
Yeah.
And we just listen to music the whole
Jim
night.
Satala.
And Jim Satala. And we're just going to play music from all the genres.
And Mean Gene Okerlund. And it's going to be crazy.
And Mean Gene. Wait, is Ganj guy here? Where the hell? Oh, what up?
Well, I think we should.
Hold on, BTM. We got a celebrity in our midst, Ganj guy, a really good friend of the show. We love this guy, an Australian motherfucker. Love the guy, dude. Love the guy.
That's Andrew Campbell, dude. That's Andrew Campbell.
No, Ganj guy is the shit, guys. No, Ganj guy is a different. Andrew Campbell's the shit. Ganj guy though is my brother from another mother.
They're both
badass
Australian.
motherfucker. Yeah, because we love Australia at the Salty and Savage Show. Are you kidding me?
And they're both looking out for Tasmanian pattern axes for me, right?
We also need to get Amoeba on our show that night too.
Oh,
we can listen to some monkeys and all that stuff. Yeah.
I've never actually chatted with Amoeba, so that'd be great. Aside from
she's the best.
Just Amoeba, just come on with a mic. We don't even need to see your face. If you just want to come on.
Oh no, we will see her adorable face because she's wonderful.
But if she doesn't want to, some people don't want to show their face.
Oh, she will. She's fine. And then she'll let her husband come on for 5 seconds, and then you'll see how sexy he is, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. She says, "Oh my God, yes, of course, come on."
She'll see my face. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's set it up.
We'll do it. BTM always has the best ideas. What?
Let's do it on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Because Salty watches TV with his wife on Friday. Kind of know.
Well, I play video games while she watches TV.
But you hang with her on Friday.
Yeah, we cuddle and we do.
You cuddle while you're playing video games.
I had a person say that was gay, and I was like, "How is that gay?"
That's not gay. It's very nice.
I don't know.
I'm like,
sounds.
I mean, I'm all for the gay. I used to wear eye makeup, glam rock makeup, had long hair, and do the dance club thing. I'll do gay, but hanging out with my wife on a Friday is not gay. It's just
Savage, you mountain man. How'd you find this fucking fag? I mean, really, eye makeup and walking the red carpet in L.A.
Let's just say I know how to pick him at the bar.
That's right, baby. He picked me up at the bar.
Was he cheap? That's all I want to know.
Well, no, he bought his own drinks, which is great.
Yeah, I'm a dirty hooker, BTM.
We went Dutch, as it were.
Ooh, you guys ate each other sandwiches that night.
Spending time with your wife is pretty gay, and I never want to be anything but a West Hollywood fag. I'm sorry.
Super gay, bro.
But you're a Tennessee.
Hey, what are you at the front of the Pride Parade with that hanging with your wife stuff?
Hey, Ganj says it's not gay if it's The Weeknd. Okay.
Oh, I love that artist. The Weeknd. His albums are so great.
Or also at the gay bar, which I used to play on repeat at the bar. Remember, Savage, when I would just put it and make all the
Mike Payne loved it.
Yes.
What's your favorite one-hit wonder, Savage?
Oh my God.
Gay bar.
One-hit wonders
for music.
That's so good. One-hit wonders. Who had one hit? Well, there was, I guess.
I'm old. So I'm just going to tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. Mine was "Come On Eileen" by Dexy's Midnight.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, though.
That's a great
one. Come on, Eileen. Oh,
it's such a good, and that's such a good
song. Rocks today, dude. It still rocks today,
dude. It's good.
I listen to that all the time. It comes on the. I think occasionally it will hit the yacht rock station because it's pretty soft and easy,
Ganj guy. So Amoeba says, I guess Daydream Believer, which is not a bad choice.
Is that going to be Nesmith? Because she loves Nesmith, right?
Yes. And then a Ganj guy says, easy one. Ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Not dun, 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 dun. but just
din, 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 din,
one of my
din,
favorite things, guys, though, when I was walking on Hollywood Boulevard down in Hollywood when I worked at an advertising agency working in Hollywood, we actually worked on Hollywood Boulevard. When I would stand there on the corner of Highland and Hollywood, which is like the big corner where like did the Oscars and stuff, just on a random Tuesday, I would say, "People on the streets,
people on the streets,
people need all day." And then someone would actually shout it back. People
They would
need
know.
all day.
Yeah.
This terror, let them know.
There was in the 90s there was a rock band called Ugly Kid Joe.
Love them.
Oh my god!
And they had one hit called "Everything I Hate About You."
Yes.
Or I hate everything about you. So
Yep.
and I get sick
with
I'm
around. I can't stand to be
agree,
around.
but they also did that song.
They did a cover of Cats in the
Cat in
Cradle.
the Cradle.
Yeah.
That was very
It was
good.
unbelievable.
But it's a
It was very
cover,
good.
so
But it's a cover, so it's not really. But I listened to that album as a kid because I had it on tape. I listened to it front and back, forward and like. That was a really good album. They're actually a great band. The singer was very good. It's like the dude from Faith No More. Like he went on and did like
He's
other
better
stuff.
than the lead singer from Offspring, and I love the Offspring.
Sure,
But I can listen to the
absolutely
Offspring.
better.
I can listen to
Absolutely.
the Offspring for about 4 songs, even though I'm liking the songs, but the singer grinds my brain.
Yeah, it's like listening to bad religion. Like you can only listen to so many songs. They eventually all
Even
sound
though you're
the same.
digging the music, I can't take the singing anymore.
Yeah.
Stop. Just stop.
Alien Ant Farm covering Smooth Criminal is a decent shout out. It is a cover,
But it's not an original.
but they literally got nothing else.
Right.
Alien Ant Farm was nothing else.
Yeah, and a lot of people think like Men at Work was a one-hit wonder. No, they had a lot of
no,
songs too.
absolutely
What
not.
about? Would you consider Big Country a one-hit
Yes,
wonder?
I would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just got like 2 Big Country albums in the other day, and I was like, oh, which one's got Big Country on it? Oh, it's this one. Okay, so no one's gonna buy the other one.
I have
What-
a
what
hard
about-
time.
Who did Safety Dance?
Oh,
men,
yeah. You
men
could dance
with
if you
Men
wanted.
Without Hats or
men
something?
without hats. Yeah,
One-hit wonder, right? Like
Yeah.
for sure.
they had like one other song that there was also a very interesting video about, but it was like they played it on. I don't know if it was on Beavis and Butthead or something. There was a
okay.
show that they played it on, and it was like, what am I watching? And it was like, oh, it's the Men Without Hats guys. What?
Right.
Andrew Campbell says Alien Farm covering Smooth Criminal, but do covers count as one-hit wonders because
I
you're
don't
kind of
I don't
riding coattails.
I don't know. It's tough.
We
Yeah.
can't. Sorry, Rocky Macabre. We can't consider Men at Work one-hit wonder because you have Overkill. You have
they have multiple albums. that
multiple
actually
albums,
sold
multiple
albums that
hits.
actually had songs on the radio.
Yeah, and I love Men at Work. I would say mine is Gary Newman, Cars. Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can
Wait,
lock all my
what
doors.
Dude, I was in Southern California.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
It's a very good one. It's very grunge, one-hit wonder right there.
And take a deep breath, and I get real
I say. Oh, you know what though? The greatest cover. There's a great cover of that song.
But yeah,
I liked that song when it came out. Like it was.
It was a good song.
the music video played nonstop. It's like
yeah.
those girls are all dressed like gypsies, and they're like in a trailer or something. You're like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, but
This is why music is
that
great,
one
man. There's
song.
so much
Guys.
diversity
Or
in
what
music.
about Mr. Big? Did you know them from any other song other than
Mr. Big. But what? Hold on.
Oh yes. Oh god.
Come on. Do you guys remember this?
Hi there, I'm
Yeah.
Adam, Prince of Eternia.
I do.
Prince of
I
Eternia.
remember what happened.
This is my kitty, Mr. Cringer Pants.
Cringer Pants?
The most cutest kitty in the universe.
The cutest kitty in the universe.
Fabulous secret powers revealed to me the day I hit.
Is this what e-fapping is like?
This is e-fapping.
Well,
we are currently
actually,
e-fapping.
actually not, because if you're Mahler, well, you see the way his hand is, like that's a gay motion. Like,
Oh my God.
It's so bad, dude. Like, you're just like, he did a 6-hour plus EFAP of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and broke down every fucking sentence in the goddamn thing. It's like,
Oh my
holy
God.
shit, dude. Like, it took him 6 months to make that video.
Dr. Phil says, one hit wonder, full album. Full album? Love for Sale. Album sold great. Then the lead singer murdered someone and ended up dying in prison from cancer.
Nice.
Dude, wow.
I honestly, dude, we gotta do this freaking show with like we gotta do the Saturday Rumble show, man.
Let's do it.
Where we just listen to music with all these freaking people.
Yeah. Pull up your videos and we'll play them. What the fuck? Let's do it.
All right.
Build aloft my magic sword.
The magic sword. Wait, we just gotta skip ahead. Come on.
25 years.
Come on. This is. Have you not seen this, BTM?
No, I like your Benjamin Franklin fair use. Like, hey, there's a fucking man up in the screen, so it's fair use now. We're editing it.
Damn right we are. Damn right we are.
I wish it was that easy, dude. But as soon as they hear it, boom.
Trying to get off that great big
Feeler of
Oh
home.
my God.
Walking in Memphis, another fucking banger. Damn right, Ganj.
Well, Walking in Memphis is another one-hit wonder.
Dude,
Yes.
so good. Ganj is the guy that you just want to hang out with. He'll just smoke a bunch of, Ganj is the only guy that smokes a bunch of weed and doesn't have brain damage. And then you just drink beer around him and you just chill and talk about cool shit. It's true.
Right.
It's a true story.
I resemble that remark.
It's a true story. It's a true story.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Remember Fast Car by Tracy Chapman?
Oh,
Tracy Chapman had like
she had a couple of hits though, so you can't really consider that.
I only remember Fast Car. That's the only one I remember. Like,
so good, man.
I think I moved on to Walking in Memphis. Like, I was like, out.
for a destination.
Okay, so I don't think they'll hit you for this because this isn't like who's this produced by?
I don't know, but
it's been around for years.
It's been so okay. Let's.
And I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man.
Okay, let's skip to the head. Let's skip ahead. It gets good. You got to skip a little bit to where the sunshine comes in. There you go.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I
I love it, dude. I love it.
Oh, it's the best part.
It's
just this right
I
here.
wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and I straight to the top of my lungs. What's going on?
But it gets better here.
going home.
It can get better.
Oh,
It's gonna get better.
Wait. You guys talking one-hit wonders, and no one mentions Carl Douglas. I don't even know who that is.
There you go with fucking Uncapped. He's going.
I mean, I always appreciate his taste, whether wrong or
deep.
correct.
He goes deep. Like, he goes deep. And when he says it, I'll look it up. I go, oh, yeah, I know that song, but I didn't even know who the singer was. You know
Sometimes I feel like Uncapped Turtle is like putting his two fingers into my butthole.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, Kung Fu Fighting.
Oh,
See,
that's
I had
been
no
banned
idea.
in the UK, though. It's racist. It's racist in the UK.
Is it?
It actually no. They arrested a guy for doing karaoke of kung fu fighting.
You know what you should do?
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
What is
I'm not
racist
kidding.
about kung fu fighting?
Hit play.
Wow. Oh, hit play.
Hit play. You're welcome,
man.
You're welcome,
dude. I remember being like in my mid-20s, and this was like at the fucking bars, and oh my god.
Oh, you mean Four Non-Blondes in your mid-20s? Because this song was not in your mid-20s. This was in my mid-20s.
This is like this is like
it's 90s.
Yeah, it's 90s.
Yeah,
dude.
no, Four Non-Blondes, the original, the freaking He-Man cover.
No, the original song. The original song.
Yeah, that was like I was in junior high school when that happened.
I was like 25 or 24 when this song came out. So,
oh my gosh,
suck a bag of dicks, as Matt Barr would say.
Take a like.
Oh yeah,
big old bag.
The Diggable Planets. Oh, Uncapped Turtle with the Diggable Planets was good stuff. But did Diggable Planets have a couple of hits?
There were a couple tracks. There were a couple tracks.
Yeah, there were.
That fucking Divinyl song was awesome, though.
The Divinyl song, though, yeah, that was one hit.
Oh shit, that bitch was sexy. Holy god. I played that on my stream one night, and they fucking. What? Sorry, dude. Here's a copyright claim, so I just deleted it.
Okay, so I'm from. Did Diggable Planets just have one hit? Is that the truth?
Well, no, there's 2 tracks on that album. I'm pretty sure that are good. It's Rebirth of Slick and
Slick of the Rebirth.
Slick of the right.
They just reversed it, played it backwards for your entertainment.
I don't know, dude. Maybe he's right.
Yeah, it's the Rebirth of Slick and Nickelbag is on there, right? Nickelbag of Funk.
Yeah, Nickelbag.
Funk. Yeah, that's also a dope
Where
track.
I'm From was a hit, right?
Where I'm From. That's also a good track. Where I'm From. Also a good track. So in the especially, yeah, I mean, maybe on like the radio community, you could say but you can't, like, just in general, you can't call them a one-hit wonder because they definitely have other.
There's an argument, though. There's an argument to be had. There is.
Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna hits equal sales charts. I mean, I totally understand. I'm just saying that, like, when it comes to music, they're not a one-hit wonder.
Dude, I will be honest, Dr. Till. I will be honest. It's not a bad cover.
Oh my god, what?
Wait, what was the cover that they did? What his band did of it was a boy band, right? That was actually a good cover. Wait. Maybe
is Eric?
That was a good cover.
Is Eric July in a band?
Are you shitting me?
No, the cover that they did. What was the boy band song that they did?
What are we talking about now?
Oh, Salty Wife correcting Uncapped Turtle. I love your smile. Wait, or she? Wait, no, I'm sorry. She's not correcting you, Uncapped Turtle. Correction. Her Salty Wife wanted to let me know her favorite one-hit wonder was "I Love Your Smile" by Shanice.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad song.
What happened to the? Oh, the Chop Suey cover is his kitchen singing over a boombox.
I don't know. Well, there's one cover that they did, and I'm like, that's actually a good cover. However, if you guys have not seen
Eric only screamed. The redhead sang.
No, Eric actually sang on the boy band cover, and it's good, dude. We're honest here, and it was a good damn good cover, and I actually liked it.
Was it really damn good, or was it good?
No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Bye by the Backstreet Boys.
It was good. It was a good cover. And then I think that was okay. So Salty Wife, we went to see Deadpool and Wolverine. What was the opening? I think it was Bye Bye Bye. Dude, that opening. Savage, how have you not seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet? Because oh my god.
Seen it, Savage?
I haven't had a job for years, and then I moved somewhere and then decided to give myself a job. So
probably the Best opening credit scene ever.
There's a theater in town and they're playing it right now, but I have been so busy that there's only 2 showings a day and I haven't been available for those showings for the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to go see it.
Seriously, Amoeba and me are the same person. This is why I love Amoeba, because I'm a narcissist and we're basically the same person. I died laughing.
Me too.
Oh my God, that opening sequence was the funniest crap I've ever watched.
Took him
it was
10
so
minutes
funny
to get to the credits because Deadpool's just sitting there doing his thing on the screen, talking, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, he digs up Wolverine after he beats him with the shovel. And he says, "Motherfucker." And you're like, oh, shit, this is a Disney movie? It was the best shit ever, man.
I was actually like, I could like, you know, like when it's an action film, like if you ever seen the Eddie Izzard where it's like, it's an action, like Savage, back me up. You've seen the Eddie Izzard where he's like, you're in an action movie and you're like, oh, you're just eating the popcorn. You're like, and then a British film, you can't eat the popcorn. But this film, it had gone full circle where you couldn't even eat the popcorn because you were just like, you were crying, laughing so hard because this opening sequence where they're doing bye, 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 and he's murdering all these TVA agents with adamantium bones. And like, so Deadpool 1 had the greatest opening of any Marvel film.
He goes, "I will not use my swords to kill any of you." And he doesn't till the end. The best shit ever, man.
I got I'm sorry. My wife is watching this stream right now. Wife, next weekend we are going back to the theater and we were watching this movie again because
next
it was so good. Or this weekend.
Yeah, this week.
I have to go see it. I have to go see it. I'm going to work it out, but we got
8 of 10. 8 of 10 guys, and I do but maybe if I see it again, I might give it a lower score. But
I gave it an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. I was not bored. I didn't mind the plot because it's a Marvel movie. Yeah, I mean it's just
8 out of 10, solid 8, dude, solid 8. And the salty wife says that is fine. LOL.
Oh, my wife will jump all over it too. Yes. Have you guys seen Twisters? I haven't seen that shit.
My wife wants to see it, and I'm just like, can I play video games while you watch?
My boss called me today, and he goes, "Don't go see that movie. It's awful. Like, it's terrible."
Oh, is it bad?
He said it's awful. Like, he said the tornado action scenes just didn't make any sense. What they were doing. I'm buying the DVD. Of course, I will own Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool
and Wolverine. So good.
Oh, we watched Twister the other day just to be
the original with Bill Paxton.
Yeah, we were like, oh yeah, Twisters is coming out. We should probably just watch Twister. It was hilariously bad and kind of great, and perfectly. It was perfect of the era, that 90s era when that came out.
It was like that movie in that era where it got like a 5 out of 10, but in today's era, we give it an 8 out of 10 because everything else is so shit around it. It comes out today. Yeah.
It's just, it had a few interesting moments and you're like, oh my God. And looking back at it now,
it's like I hear people all the time tell me how good Tremors is. I'm like, yeah, I saw it in real time. It was good, but it wasn't great. Like, it was just a fun movie. Kevin Bacon was great. But the premise is crazy. Like, it's
so weird. It's so weird. But I do love going back and watching it because it's completely absurd. You're like, wait, what? And you have to just 100% just jump on the absurdity train. It's like watching a Gwar concert or something. It's like, just like, forget that they look like they're fucking aliens with like penises and like, just forget it. Like, just listen to the music because the music's actually good. And you're like, wait, what though? I can't get past like this way. It's like, no, just get past that.
Just forget it. Like, just
Tremors. I think
like, we're in the YouTube era, Savage, and we watch these YouTubers and they're analyzing everything to just like the millimeter of what's on the screen. It's like, dude, just watch the movie. Ever since I stopped watching The Fellowship, I have found more shit that I like than I dislike, if that makes sense. So, like, like there's a show on Netflix called The Gentleman. It's really good. And there's also an anime that they just and it's older. It's like 2015 or whatever, called Overlord on Netflix.
Okay.
If you want like so basically you're in a video game and you're the main character in the video game, but you've been disconnected from the world. And now you've got to be this ruling boss of all these people that think you're a god because you're the main character in this fucking game. And it's so good. And like
Overlord.
Check it out if you just want to watch a fun animated show. Like they released season 4 last week, and on Sunday, going through Netflix and it says, "Oh, new edition Overlord." I'm like, "Well, I've already seen them all." "Oh, new season 4. 6 hours later, I'm like, "Well, that's all 8 episodes. Thank you very much, Netflix."
Dr. Till says Stargate was dumb. Fun movie from the 90s that spawned. So speaking of James Spader, Stargate, spawned one of the best sci-fi series ever. Dude, that movie was better than dumb. It was really fun and good. I don't care what you say.
No, but it was a good point though that like there are these movies that are kind of like dumb, like they're bad. They're not great movies.
It wasn't a bad movie though. And then you had the guy from The Crying Game.
The show was better than the movie because it had more time. Yeah.
But also when we look back at these movies, like now we're like, oh my God, they're actually like compared to what's coming out now, like they're just as vapid and but they had great actors and there was actually some good stuff going into them. Like Jurassic Park, when you put like the VFX and like just straight up the first Jurassic Park and like the feeling of the people and the dynamic between them and
Overlord. I love Lord
against like the new stuff. It's just crazy. Like that some of these older films are just fundamentally, even though they're simple or like.
Did you just say Jurassic Park? Because that is one of the greatest Super Nintendo video games of all time. I don't care what anyone says.
Hey, Dr. Tills, SG1 was the gospel. I love it. But I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't seen Farscape, you have not seen good sci-fi.
Oh no, Farscape is so good.
If
you can get past like cheesy special effects.
That's Jim Henson. That's Jim Henson Muppets, dude.
I know, but it's so good. The writing is good.
It's Australian, first of all, and I never heard of it. Now, I never heard of this show, and this. I will give Gary props for this. He said, "Hey, check out this show called Farscape." I checked it out, and
Dr. Till says, I've seen Farscape more times than I want to admit around women. Dude, we got to have Till on. We really need to have Till on. Dude, like we got to have Till on.
Spell, so I mean,
no, I can't spell. I'm retarded and dyslexic.
So I read it as Farscape, so we're even. So
I read it as he said
Feracape.
Faracape.
It's it's Italian. It's Feracape.
Oh, Uncapped Turtle talking crap. I have an argument for the best one-hit wonder of all time. Norman Greenbaum spent 15 minutes in 1969 writing "Spirit in the Sky." Oh,
yeah, and arguably, like the lyrics to "Spirit in the Sky," like it's not a great song, but the sound of the song, it is so perfect for the time. It may as well be Magic Carpet Ride. Like it's so solid.
It's a really good song that a Jew wrote about Jesus more effectively than any Christian today.
Huh. So,
I have awkwardly wide thumbs and a retarded brain. So we're in good company, bro. We need to hang out. We really do.
I feel like,
but the salty wife will not let me forget, guys. I Love Your Smile by Shanice.
Is that
it? Quit agreeing with your wife, dude.
Dude, it's a good song. It's not she's not correct because it's not the best one-hit wonder, but it is good. But it is a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
All right, guys, we got an update for the poll. We probably will.
We should probably shut it down. I mean, we're
Chris Hemsworth at 40%, John Cena at 20%, Chris Pratt at 27%. You all are wrong. You should have picked him. DEI hire Dwayne the Rock Johnson at 13% still. So
Still,
He's
okay,
where he
13.
belongs. Yes,
It's the same. It's the same people.
no, I think Chris Hemsworth has actually lost percentage, and John Cena gained a vote.
That's good.
I got to
So,
get up, dude.
I think it's funny. Yeah.
Are
I
we
gotta go to
done?
work.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's shut it down. It's been a
By the way,
Shut it down.
episode.
Savage, actually great talking to you.
Dude,
You're welcome on my show anytime.
thank
I'll
you.
hit. I don't know your Twitter, so I can't DM you. So Salty knows my Twitter. Just hit him up, and I'll send you links. If you want to join, you can. If you don't ever sweat it. I don't get offended if people don't show up.
No, he doesn't.
knows it. Nope.
Doesn't.
I really, really appreciate you being here, man. Like, solid talking to you about movies, music, everything, entertainment. Like, this is a great vibe. You were such
You
a
just
great.
thought I was an ATM, didn't you? You thought I was an ATM.
I thought you were gonna get a little. A A to the M action. Yeah. So yeah, we're not talking about automated teller machines, folks.
No, we're
That's not what-
talking about some. We're talking about some centipede stuff, right? Yeah.
Oh
I got
dear
you.
Lord! Oh dear Lord! But nonetheless, it's been so great having you on the show. Like, absolutely appreciate everything you've brought to the table today. You're a hilarious guy, and yeah, I've seen your show, and let's do more of it. Like, people, like everybody, Salty and Savage viewers, get over there because this guy's obviously knows what he's talking about.
Check out BTM show because it's actually a really fun show. They talk about a lot of stuff. They go all over. Dude, Thursday night might be my favorite night for the
Thursday
BTM
period?
show because you guys talk about, you go into weird stuff.
Tomorrow night is Expanding Earth.
Oh, so they go into really weird theories like Atlantis and like old Earth and like maybe the Earth was
Anunnaki.
more. Yeah. Yep. It's good.
Tomorrow night, our topic is the Expanding Earth. So we're gonna have Dan Blackroyd on the show. We're gonna
not to be confused with Dan Aykroyd. It's Dan Blackroyd.
Yes.
He's not. He's not black either. So it's very.
He's an Australian. He's an Australian. So we know he's not real because Australia's fake. But
we know that he goes around in circles to the left because he's from Australia.
Exactly. So he'll be on the show.
Explain how the moon rotates.
You're not going to win that argument on Uncapped.
The moon doesn't rotate.
It doesn't rotate, dude. It does not fucking rotate.
We do.
Yes,
we do.
We rotate. Yes. So
we rotate. I love no rotation.
You guys have a Discord? Oh my god.
We have a Discord now. We haven't quite been manning it yet because we are understaffed and
I forgot we had a Discord.
Dr. Till, join the Discord. Everyone join the Discord. And also buy Savage's Beard Balm, follow BTM's channel, and buy my comic book.
And thank you, chat. Thank you all for having me on Salty and Savage. And we'll talk I'll send you the link tomorrow. I know you're drawing, but if you want to show up and talk about why the Expanding Earth is a thing.
I wish I could have joined last Thursday because that was up my jam.
I know.
Oh, they were talking about Savage. They were talking about old Earth and like basically how a society before, like, my theory is like Tower of Babel actually happened because man was so advanced beyond our own understanding. Hence why we have all these pyramids that kind of like Cambodia and South America and stuff.
It
was crazy. It was good. I loved it. I was
why
really
we're the dumbest version of humans on the planet today.
There's a lot of evidence that there was advanced civilizations at the precipice of the Younger Dryas or the.
Oh no! Dr. Till says it.
What?
Discord link has expired. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
But nonetheless, that is a fascinating a bunch of information about the stuff that's coming out about how we're doing this all over again, possibly.
Yeah.
Of course.
We've started all over.
No, but that's another.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
Oh, I paused.
You paused Salty or Savage? Like he's just
Savage froze. I was like, what happened? Is that me or is that you? What's going on?
Thanks, Salty. Appreciate it.
Bro, love you, man. Love you large, dude.
All right. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Have a good one. Tell
Good
the
night,
wife I
guys.
said hi.
All right. See ya.
All right, bro. Savage is still frozen, so we will close it out, guys. It's just me. I don't know. Let's play this one, though, because I love it.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears.
All right. Everyone, thank you for coming to the show. Really appreciate it. We're going to send you out. Have a good night.